After the ball is over, after the skein is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 433. Today is Saturday, December 19th, 2020, as we are recording. I think this might be our last, no, it's the second to the last one I guess we'll do before the first of the year.
Yes, because, no, I think it is the last one of the year because...
No, 'cause we have one next week before Christmas.
Oh, I guess you're right. Okay.
Yep, and it's going to be early.
No, we do it after Christmas. The one before Christmas is a Zoom.
Oh, that's right, it's a Zoom.
But it still means that it's still the last one of the year, that other one.
So we have one more. Okay.
Yes.
Anyway.
We keep mixing up all the different things between Patreon and y'all.
Today is Saturday, December 19th, 2020. And this is episode 433. And I am Marlisha, also known as Lady Fernico.
And I'm Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy.
We want to welcome all new and returning viewers to the Fun in the Woman Cave.
I forgot my pattern. Keep talking.
Okay. I want to welcome all new and returning viewers to the Fun in the Woman Cave. If you are new, we're glad you found us, and we hope that you see something you like and that you will stay. And if you are returning, we're always glad to have you back. If you are in the shadows, whether you are new or returning, we hope that you will hit the little subscribe button on your right, I think it's on your right. Anyway, the little red subscribe button under the video, and hit the little bell so that you can get notifications. And it also brings us up a little higher when people search.
I'm back.
And then if you want to, so you can take part in the alongs and things, you need to be part of the PHN home group, and that's at phnpodcast.freeforums.net, phnpodcast.freeforums.net, and that's also down in the little box below, okay? Now, gee, that went pretty fast. I guess we had to do our tea.
Yes, our tea. Okay, so, I have fewer projects, so you go first.
Okay.
I have way fewer projects. Again, half only if I end up working something else during the podcast, so.
Okay, I have, in my Yarny Friends Are the Best Friends, this is my Chronically Crocheting mug that Crystal from Chronically Crocheting gave me. Thank you, Crystal. And I have in here Simpson and Vales. It's Jane Austen Black Tea Blend.
We're pretending that is a Christmas tea.
Right. I really should have had caffeine today, but we needed to have a little bit of an earlier start, and we cut off a little bit of time for steeping, so I picked this one.
I mean, we put a couple minutes here and there.
No, but in my little head it did. So this has peppermint in it, I think, or some kind of mint in it, which makes
We're still starting half an hour earlier, at least.
Which makes me feel like it's Christmas time. And so I might be a little foggy because I probably needed the caffeine, but that's okay. So
there is a little caffeine in that because they don't say it's decaf.
That's right, there's black tea.
It is a black tea, so you're actually getting both of what you want. You're getting your mint and you're getting your caffeine.
You'll feel like one of Jane Austen's heroines as you sip this delicious-looking blend that houses surprising strength. An undertone of vanilla is I can't read this. I need my glasses to read.
The print is... Do you need to grab your glasses while I'm doing it?
No, that's okay. I can read this without them.
Okay. You feel like one of Jane Austen's heroines as you sip this delicious-looking blend that houses surprising strength. An undertone of vanilla is accentuated by warm lavender and cooling mint. It doesn't help that they forgot to put the space between accentuated and by.
Oh, that's why I couldn't read the word. I'm like, what is that? Okay.
So, and in my head, I think because I know for me, Jane Austen books are some of my comfort books. I can't actually remember off the top of my head a Christmas scene for any of them, which is weird.
Right.
There's got to be one that takes place during Christmas.
Christmas party or something, yeah.
But I don't, off the top of my head, remember. The time of year isn't oftentimes terribly important for the story.
No.
She's very much of a character-driven author. She will give details, but only if it's important to her plot.
to the point where all you might not even know exactly where they are. It's just,
Well,
I mean,
because they'll make references to bath,
right. But as to what color, where the couch is, and what color it is.
No,
and,
only if it's terribly important to the story. Which honestly, that's my kind of author, because that's the kind of author I am.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I have to really work to put my stuff in. Although I do a little more than you.
I really have to work to put stuff in. You might actually enjoy Jane Austen's style if you give her a chance.
I didn't like Emma. I like the movie Emma.
Emma's a poor choice, Mom. Emma's a difficult character. You need to start with Pride and Prejudice. And I say Pride and Prejudice because the dialogue is so hilarious.
Okay, well, let's not get into that right now. Okay.
So you took a sip.
Do you want to taste?
Oh, I've had it.
Okay.
I've had it. Now you've hardly had this one, so I think you should have tasted this one. I haven't been in a mood for that tea for some reason, and that used to be one of my favorites.
Apparently, I have.
It's like I went through a period where that was all I wanted to drink, and now I'm just like, meh.
I resisted this for a while because anything that reminds me like chamomile or peppermint and everything, for a while I was having issues with that. And I don't think it was issues with the tea. I think it was the fact that I was drinking it when I was having other things going on.
Right, so you associated it with it.
Right, so I stopped drinking it, and now, right now it seems like this is what I want.
So in my usual all I want is to hug all the bunnies mug, this is a new tea. So when Mom needed a refill of her
Rocky Mountain
Mountain tea, and before I realized that we could go to the website, and I'll have to place it in the link somewhere. Simpson Vale has a website where you don't have to buy the tins each time. You can buy the refills, and actually it's less expensive to pick up their stuff at at their site than on Amazon. Amazon does upcharge it.
Amazon is a good backup.
Amazon's a good backup, but Simpson and Vale does have their own website. And they do provide just the refill, and it's less expensive than picking up a new tin each time.
Which is good because I don't have space for all the tins.
And I do have an small obsession with tins.
And I love tins. Tins, like boxes, things like that. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I was looking for something to put in my little granola mix, and I'm like, how do I not have like tin or something?
Right.
That's free. I always have tins free. Anyway, when I picked up Mom's refill, I picked up a tea that I've been wanting to try, and I'm claiming this is Christmassy because.
Well, that's like I'm doing this one.
Yeah, although there's more of an argument for this one. So
this
Simpson
is
Vale,
Christmassy mint.
Charles Dickens.
Mint. There's only mint.
He has like Christmas Carol is one of the classics.
Mint.
So Charles Dickens Black Tea Blend. I expected this to be smoky, and it's not.
It's not. It's
like
good.
I expected. Because a lot of times when he talks about London, he's talking about like the dingy side of London, because that's what his experiences were.
Well, that's what when I did my Deep Dark Noir colorway, it was a mixture of the noir movies like Humphrey Bogart and all that kind of stuff, and Charles Dickens. Right.
So I expected it to be a little bit more like a Poe, and I mean it does have a strength to it, but what it is. The adventures of Pip and Oliver go wonderfully with this hearty, well-rounded variation on the typical British tea of Dickens' time. This is a blend of Chinese and Indian teas that brews to an amber cup with a light currant aftertaste. So I'm not sure about what, well, the Chinese teas, they started the Opium Wars to get, because of tea. Yeah. The British were a big part of that, and then I didn't say the Chinese started the Opium Wars. The British were involved for that. They kept them addicted to opium so they could get tea, and then they got control of India, and I think that's where some of their tea resources came from as well. So maybe that's why they chose those. I'm not sure what that has to do with Dickens, but
maybe something he would have had.
Maybe, but oh my gosh, it's really good, and I love the African teas, and I love the different. I like the strength of these teas. It almost has a green tea taste. But it's a black tea.
I like the currant. I like this.
And they do say that
it's a light tea.
It's not a light tea.
I think it is.
It's got. Take a bigger sip. It's got a strong strength.
I didn't say it didn't have a strength to it. I said it's a light tea. I'm not saying it's weak.
Like colored tea?
No, some has more body to it. It's more.
You see, this has got a lot of flavor to it.
I'm not saying that. It has nothing to do with the flavor. It's a lighter tea. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say. I don't know. I can't explain it. I know what I mean, and that's the words I'm using, but I don't know how to explain to you what I'm trying to get across. It's a light tea. green teas are lighter than black teas.
Well, I mean, it's definitely lighter than it has some of the taste of a green tea, but it's stronger than the average green tea. It's a little bit reminiscent of, to me, of that gunpowder tea.
Oh, no.
That you got me.
No.
No, I'm not saying totally. It's got some of that taste to it.
I think it's much more, it's got more fruit. I love the currant in there.
Well, that's the cornflower.
It's a currant.
Well, they call it currant, but if you look at what the ingredients are, it's black teas, and they named two kind of black teas. Oolong tea.
I like oolong tea.
Flavoring, whatever flavoring happens to be. And then cornflower petals.
Well, that's interesting. Maybe the flavoring has currant in it.
Maybe the flavoring has currant in it,
Yeah, because it definitely has some kind of a currant kind of taste to it.
But that's really excellent. And you do get that current aftertaste.
And we are not abandoning Andy.
No. This is our second favorite tea. We've ranked them, but they are definitely a good second favorite.
We have, and I think we talked about this before on podcast, we have our three mainstays, and based by how often we use them and everything like that, it's Plum Deluxe, this one, and then our local Vine and Leaf.
And I mean, also they tap into something that's a weakness of mine. You have a theme. I love themed things, especially if it's themed by classic authors. Because then I might go like, oh, I want to read this book. I'm going to, pair it with my tea. I'm actually currently reading Christmas Carol.
Yeah. So am I. But we'll get to that later.
So,
I think Daddy's reading it too.
He finished it. He's reading now. He's now reading Batman Noel.
Oh, that's right. Okay. All right, so moving on. Where are we at? Are we going to go into everything, or are we going to do this first?
Let's do the present first.
Okay, we got a surprise package in the mail from the very lovely Stephanie. And it was a surprise to us.
Yes.
Taya, you tell what happened.
Well, I got
I got a tracking notice.
I got up one morning. I have an app which I do a lot of shipping, and I have a lot of things coming in because of my Rosary part of my Etsy shop. So I constantly have packages that are either going to or from. And I have this one app that helps me track it easily. It's all in one place. And it'll notify me when I have something that's going to arrive soon, or if I have something that's going to arrive at a customer soon. And I got this sudden notification that something that I ordered from Etsy was coming in. I'm like, oh my gosh, did I sleep order? What happened here? Because what it does is it scans your email and sees where your tracking numbers are. And it keeps track of your tracking notices in your email. And then I got a message from Stephanie saying, oh, I sent you all a Christmas gift.
Which I thought was really nice.
Which was amazing. And definitely, it also eased my concern that I was sleep shopping on Etsy.
Oh, it's wrapped. She said we could open it, though.
Yes, she did.
Okay. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, it smells good.
They look like Christmas crackers.
So, let's see.
Does it have names on it?
I'm trying to see if there's a card. Okay, there doesn't appear to be names. And she did tell us to open. It smells amazing. It smells like oranges.
Let's see what we got here. Oh, wait. Let's see here.
Is there a name on it that I didn't see?
No, I don't. It shakes.
Well, it's kind of, I wonder if it's tea.
Or it could be sugar? Or candy? I don't know. I think it comes from her.
Be careful with the tissue paper. That could be usable.
Yep.
Yeah, it's tea. Blood orange smoothie.
Ooh. And this one is Coconut Cabana. Ooh. Ooh, these sound good.
They do sound good. This is the Tea Spot.
Tea Spot, yes.
So, and it says here that the Tea Spot donates 10% of all sales in kind to cancer and community wellness programs.
That's nice.
Handcrafted in Boulder, Colorado. So this is a local to her tea, I think.
This is nice. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Got here.
Oh, I think this is what's causing the smell. There's a sachet, I think.
Okay, let's get to that in a little bit.
Oh no, it's not a sachet. I think it shakes. It's not a sachet.
Here's another. Look, she tied this one.
Maybe it's the orange tea I'm smelling.
No, I smelled something from the sachet.
I don't think it's sachet. It makes metally noises.
Okay.
I think everything smells like orange.
Because it was in there?
Maybe. Or, that's right, she did tell me about this.
Oh.
It's an ornament, I believe.
There are 2 ornaments.
There are 3 ornaments.
Oh, that's
Hang on.
nice.
So, Just a little something sweet, spicy, and pretty. Like you. That's
Oh,
sweet.
thank you, Stephanie. I'm blushing. Isn't
So
that
that's
pretty?
what the orange smells. I wonder if she made these herself.
I don't know.
So it gives this really... can you guys see?
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, yeah, you guys.
can
Look
definitely
at
see.
that. Oh, this will have to go on the tree.
Yes.
And we have enough, then we can kind of spread them all around. I think she handmade these.
I wouldn't be surprised. It looks like she dried the fruit.
I didn't even know you could do something like that. But that explains the strong
That's
orange
beautiful.
smell we've gotten all over the package.
We're gonna have to make sure that we I might have to. I don't want to tear the paper, but I might.
Okay,
have
here.
to.
Let me.
Let's see what else is in here. Because it's a deep box. I mean, okay, this one I'm almost afraid to open. This was in cloth, like a little.
Here's the other tea. Candy cane craze
Ooh.
herbal dessert tea. Ooh.
I might have to have that one later today.
Now, this one I might not be able to have because it's white chocolate flavoring.
Right.
So this one is mostly going to be you and maybe Davina.
Right.
Davina loves.
Davina will love that.
I mean, even if it's loosely, you'll have to make it for her.
Right. That's okay.
But it might have dairy in it, so I might not be able to have it.
She will absolutely.
It smells amazing.
You can check that with your app.
It doesn't have a scanny thing because it's a...
Oh, it doesn't.
I might have to look up the websites and see what they say about their... But usually if it says white chocolate doesn't tend to be dairy-free.
Right.
I'm going to put this on your end.
Trying to get the... I want to open something. I want to open
Oh! Medals!
Oh.
Okay, so I think these are pretty. I got a grab bag of medals. Maybe all like medals. So these are just some religious medals, some really
Ooh.
pretty ones.
Nice.
I'd hold them up, but you wouldn't be able to...
You can't really see
You
them.
can't really see them.
I think one is the miraculous medal.
This is St. Nicholas. Oh, that's a really nice St. Nicholas.
Yeah.
So we'll have to...
Ooh, look at this.
Oh, Mom, St. Rita.
Oh, St. Rita's.
I wonder if she has a chaplet.
Look, she does.
She
look
does.
at these.
I bet St. Nicholas does, too.
Look at these. Did you make these, Stephanie? I thought these were 3, but they're together.
Oh,
No, they're at 3. They're at 3. Oh, aren't they pretty? Let's see.
Those are pretty.
This is,
I'm just trying to wrap these so we don't lose the medals.
These are mask chains. Oh, or glasses, like glasses chains. Clip them onto the earpiece
Oh,
of your
that's
mask.
perfect.
And when you are running errands, you. Oh, that's cool. Thank you very much, Stephanie. One for each of us. I guess this one looks your daddy's.
Yeah, I would. Look, she actually matched colors too.
Yeah,
the
yours,
multicolor is
mine,
Davina.
Davina's, and Daddy's.
Yeah.
Oh, Stephanie, that's
really
extremely
great.
thoughtful. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. I know we're taking an inordinate amount of time, but we're excited.
We actually haven't seen it.
Yeah, we haven't.
As evidenced by the fact that there's also
wrapping.
wrapped.
Yeah. But we don't want to lose the medals.
I thought all 3 of you ladies could use a little project bag or a storage bag or whatever. I hope Davina likes one of these.
Aww. Oh, she'll probably
so-
like the llamas, probably, or maybe she'd like the blue one. I don't know.
I'm taking sheep.
What?
I claim sheep.
Sheep?
Look at the sheep!
Aww.
I love it. This is mine. She doesn't get a choice in this one. She can choose like whatever one you.
I'll probably leave her the blue one because she might like that one. Oh, what's this?
I can't say. Look at those faces. I'm in love.
Oh, tea. Earl Grey. Okay, well, I guess.
Oh, look at the package.
But she has nice way. I guess I am enabling you tea addiction. This business, Tea Spot, is right next door to where I work. They share the same building. The Earl Grey is my very favorite tea. Let me know how the coconut tea tastes. I haven't yet tried it yet. I see this can is dented. Brat. No worries. I had this shipped to me as they do not permit in-person pickup right now. Stephanie, this is absolutely amazing. You have definitely enabled us, and we are quite happy about that. Thank you so much. Wow.
So this is another 2 teaspoon one for us because it's 1 teaspoon per 8 ounces.
Right. Well, this one's got...
This might be the first one I tried, so you can figure out what this tastes like.
Yeah, we probably both try that.
Maybe we can do that for the Zoom.
Maybe. Yeah.
Because then she usually, if she comes to the Zoom, then she can hear us talk about her tea.
Yes. Even if she's not able to be there visual, she can be there to listen. This has black tea, citrus blend, licorice root,
Ooh.
mallow flowers, bergamot, citrus, and vanilla. Oh, this sounds good.
You see, I thought it was a normal Earl Grey, but I don't think most of them have licorice root in it, or the mallow flowers.
Yeah, I don't know.
Most of them have the bergamot. Most of them have citrus. So
Okay.
this is their particular take on the Earl Grey. That's interesting.
Let's be very careful because I want to show this to Daddy before we start
Okay, so what we need
dividing
to do is we need to maybe figure out a way to store the wrapping separate and then put maybe all
Well,
the...
no. I think we need to put some of the stuff that's loose back in paper and just kind of wrap it up in the paper. Like I'm putting the...
You see, I'm afraid we're going to lose these medals.
Yeah, so I'm putting the eyeglasses back in here like this. And...
Maybe I'll put the medals inside my
the
bag.
project bag, yeah. So I'm just wrapping things up in
Because some of
tissue.
the ones that are... that might be a little bit more like chaplet-y,
Yeah.
I might try to beg off of people. Because St. Rita...
Let me see this again. Sweaters.
would be nice for chaplets. And so would St. Nicholas.
As much as I like the blue, I think Davina would prefer this one. And also she's blue because it's got... I'll let her look at them because I don't have any preference. Because
You see, I fell in love
because
with this.
Taya said mine.
I just fell in love.
Taya said mine.
I don't usually do that. But the faces. Like, I fell in love with his face
Look
first.
at the inside of this. It's so cute.
Like, I can't because I know. I love the face.
I like these. These are so nice.
Oh, I think these might be, let's see.
I think I'm going to put... Look at the... I'll let Davina choose. Because
Mom, is this the same people who do my my Velveteen Rabbit? I think it's this chain is the same one she uses.
No, I don't think so. This is Bags by Awesome Granny.
Oh!
Oh, I always wanted one of those. Thank you, Stephanie. I've heard so much about them. Okay, let's move on.
Alright, so we need to organize this a little bit better.
Well, I've
Things
got-
that make it lost, put inside the project bag.
Okay, so that's...
and then we can shove down tissue paper
I'm gonna
because we
put-
want to save it.
I'll put the... These are the glasses things. I'll put them in here.
Yeah, because I think that would be the easiest way to keep things from getting lost is make the project bags hold stuff.
Okay. Now, the one I'm concerned with is this here. I don't want these to break, so we'll put them on the top.
Yeah, those need to go on the
Here,
top.
put the tea in there.
Right. It's gonna be harder to fit everything back in again.
Stephanie, you are a magician because we can't fit this in and open it.
Wow,
Okay.
that is.
I am absolutely blown away,
So,
Stephanie.
would you be able to
That
put
is
this-
so
Thank you.
incredibly generous of you. And now that we are 25 minutes in, no, we're 21 minutes in, but it was worth it, wasn't it, guys?
Yes. So, guys, this is all about the tea.
And my necklace. This
Let's talk about our
Davina made me
necklaces.
this. This is one of the necklaces that Davina made me, and this is before she had the really strong
Magnetic clasp.
magnetic clasp. So she's
Yeah, I
gonna
think
fix that for me.
she's got stronger ones now. Although she doesn't have replacement ones. This is
Yeah.
one of the many flash ones she made me. She's in the process of repairing some of my older ones because I used to like the choker length, but now that I have all the medical issues I always feel like I'm choking when I wear them. So she's making me more about this length here.
And she's gonna fix my clasps on some of them. Most of mine are pretty much a little longer because I've had the issue of
Yeah.
not wanting things close to my neck for a long time.
So she was sad for a while because we weren't wearing her necklaces. But now I'm trying to make an effort to wear one of her necklaces every day because I have a lot of them. So maybe she'll start making me them again.
Yeah, I want more.
Yeah, now because I'm wearing them again, I do want more. She's repaired a couple for me so far. She has 2 more upstairs that she's in the process of repairing.
And her taste has gotten a little more mature.
Oh my gosh,
So-
I've looked at some of her necklaces. Like,
I want that one. Yeah,
So
she was wearing. Her taste is refined. I mean, she's still more glitzy than either of us. But yesterday she was all in gold.
We have kind of a range. You're at the most conservative. Then there's me, and there's Davina because I can be kind of blingy sometimes.
Well, so can I, but it
Yeah.
has to be classy.
Yeah.
At least I hope. She was wearing yesterday gold and silver, kind of gold and silver shimmery top with. I think
It's a silver shimmer
Does
top.
she have black jeans or blue?
It's her dark gray. It's her
Yeah.
skinny jeans that she likes so
No,
much.
she didn't have those because those have a hole in them.
Oh, okay. So then she had like a dark bluey gray kind of jean
Right,
on.
and she had this beautiful necklace. I'm like, I want that necklace. That
She-
looks really good.
And she did a really good job of matching things.
And I don't wear a lot of jewelry, honestly, unless the jewelry is like my engagement ring or something that my husband gave me or my mother-in-law gave me the ring that's under here. But I don't usually wear jewelry. The crucifix is not jewelry in my mind.
And I have my crucifix underneath.
Yeah, so do I, and my scapular. But Davina's jewelry, A, she makes it for me, and B, because it's so easy to
Right, if I'm having trouble, I can just do that, and it's fine.
You know, so she customizes it for us. But
Yeah.
I'm going to have to ask her to replace this bead. I don't know if it's supposed to come out like that, or it's just... she'll fix it for me.
Yeah.
I have people who can fix things. Okay. All right. Anyway, 25 minutes in.
Yeah. In the future, try to, even if we don't remember to show, if you look at the past couple episodes, I'm wearing a different one of Davina's necklaces. So you can kind of play anytime you see us on camera what necklace, because Mom doesn't always wear a necklace every day, but I am really trying to, because it really makes Davina happy for me to do so, and I do have a ton to choose from.
And I might make an effort for the podcast, you know, because I'm always afraid. I'm doing so many things. I'm afraid that if it doesn't have one of the stronger clasps, it might fall off and I might lose it.
I've had it fall off when she had the weaker clasps, when I was just getting beads out. And if it keeps doing it too often, I just take it off and put it away.
Right, because I can't. I would be heartbroken if I lost them.
Yeah. Can you grab the tissues?
I do have several owl necklaces.
Yes, Davina has found a lot of really nice owl pendants for you. I have one bunny one that she made me. I think it's harder for her to find bunnies.
I knocked something off my bulletin board. Okay, this is a knitting and crocheting podcast, so let's go forward.
I'm putting right by your...
Okay.
Right here. There we go. So if you need tissues, Mom's underneath my bench.
All right, now going into the actual knitting and crocheting.
Did we do the longs?
I'm getting into that.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Okay, so...
Hold on. I didn't... My camera's not plugging. Keep talking.
Wait a minute. Is it not recording?
No, it's recording. I see that we're running a battery.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad I noticed that before we, died.
Okay. The first Cal Lao we're going to talk about is, and I did pick out the prizes this time so I can show you. Yay, me.
Yay.
Okay. PHN Charity Cal Lao 2020. This has been going all year long. We are in the last 10 days or so, maybe a little more, of this. And this is simply anything that's made for charity. All right. It has to be knit, loom knit, or crocheted. And the only exception we have to that is the sewn objects, which are the masks for the COVID, the people who are working with COVID on the front lines. And so we have, those are accepted, and they are also accepted for 2 chances at a prize. Now, let's see here.
I'm so sorry, guys.
It started January 1st and December 31st at midnight going into January 1st of next year. Previous whips are allowed, but must be worked on during the long. All the chatter and pictures in the same thread. All charity projects are accepted. Okay, but we do have 2 chances at a prize for anything that uses any finished object that uses my yarn, which is Lady Fernicle Creations, Laura Concert's yarn, which is Lollipop Girl Yarns, Talia's Patterns, which is Franciscan Gypsy Designs, my one pattern, which is under the same name as my yarn, and Laura Concert's patterns, which I think are just Laura Concert's designs. And then the Hat Not Hate, regardless of whether or not that's still going on. The masks, baby items, but we got a lot that's for multiple chances at a prize, and dishcloths that are going out to Brittany. Those are all eligible for 2 chances at a prize for the finished object. And if you use one of the featured yarns with the featured patterns, that is 3 chances at a prize for the finished object only, and you are responsible for your multiple postings for that. Thank you guys for taking care of that for us. Okay, now 1 whip per project per week. So if you work on 5 projects, all 5 can be entered into the thread. If you finish a whip the same week that you've already put it in, so you have a whip of that thing on Monday and you have a finished object by Friday, they both can go in the same week because one is a whip and one's an FO. So, okay. I think we need to talk to Davina at some point. Maybe make one of her necklaces a surprise at some point. Okay.
Sorry, I said an idea and I can't share with the class until we talk to somebody else.
Yes, it's a third-party thing.
Yeah.
Okay, the hashtag is #PHN Charity 2020 on Instagram, okay? And I do have the prizes to show, all right? For this 4th quarter, because we already did 3 quarters, and if you see the back of my daughter's medicines, because this is the bag I keep her medicine in, it was the only thing I could find to keep things, but this is not the bag I need. The bag I need... This will come up later.
And other daughter, not me. I keep track of my own medicine.
Yeah.
I have too much to ask another party.
Okay, here we go. All right. One of the prizes is a skein of West
Yorkshire spinners
yarn, and this is.
Do you say Yorkshire or Yorkshire?
It depends. This is the pheasant colorway. Isn't that gorgeous?
All their bird colors are really pretty.
Isn't that pretty? I think it'll make a really nice sock. And this is actually softer for some reason. I wonder if this is superwash.
No, they don't have superwash. I think that it maybe depends on... Maybe they changed their base a little bit because
Maybe.
the one I have...
It's more rustic, isn't it?
It does. It actually even has a little vegetation in it.
Yeah. So this isn't the pheasant colorway. This is a...
They actually wrote it on there.
Yeah.
Or maybe she wrote it on there because they don't have it written
She
on
might
theirs.
have. It's pheasant and it's fingering sock, and there is...
Because that's why I had trouble remembering what one I had, is because...
Okay, this is made in Keighley, England.
Sorry, guys.
I think that's how you said. Maybe Keighley, England. I don't know.
Well, I'm assuming it's in Yorkshire.
35% blue-faced Leicester.
And where does it say where in England?
I don't know. 437 yards. Here.
Kylie? Keeley?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
Keeley, maybe.
This is one. This is one of the
K-E-I.
prizes for the charity along, and then we have mohair min yarn donated by Marriott, which is the other prize for this. There's 2 skeins of this. Find the other one. Here it is. This would be really pretty paired with like a white yarn
Oh, it's really
or
fuzzy.
a silver with mohair.
Oh, you did say okay, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at my chart.
This would be really pretty. I don't knit or crochet with mohair, but I think this would be really pretty if you like put a silver with sparkle with it.
I know some people really like doing mohair with something else. Kay. No,
Kay-
she did for a while.
Kay did, but the one who really comes to mind for me are Cozy Up Knits.
Yeah, because I don't think she likes it so much anymore.
So this is going to be going out to the second winner. Okay, so these are the prizes for the charity along. All right. Now moving on to the toy along, I'm having so much fun looking at the toys. I know that you guys don't. I'm not commenting a lot on any of the threads except for the episode thread because I'm trying to keep up with everything on both sites.
And
but
sadly, I haven't been doing as many bookworms lately, simply because of a small obsession with a different project.
Anyway, so I am trying to like things. I do look at them when I get the chance. I am very grateful to our moderators
Yes.
and to our people who are so active. You guys are absolutely
You guys are amazing.
Okay? So the rules for the tie alongs are basically the same as what I just did. No sewn objects, no dishcloths, okay? And these are just toys. Knit, loom knit, or crocheted.
Wait, why did you feel like you needed to say no dishcloths for toy along?
Because I'm just saying.
Because it's the same as the other rules. Okay, I'm sitting here like, well, who would put a dishcloth in a toy along?
Someone who thinks a dishcloth is a toy? Anyway.
If you can make an argument about it being a toy,
Just be
would it
quiet.
count as a
Just be quiet and let me talk.
Just thinking.
Don't. It hurts your little brain. Okay, anyway. No. This is what I put up with, why I can never think of anything. Because she's always talking at me.
Well, it's either that, either I'm talking at you or I'm like a zombie. There is no in between.
At this point, I'm not sure which is preferable.
If I'm a zombie, you're carrying the podcast.
If you're a zombie, the podcast is not getting done. Okay? All right, so.
We all know that's false.
Anyway. No, it's not.
Mom, how many times has she podcasted when I've been falling asleep?
But that's not being a zombie. Anyway, I was saying, I lost my train of thought. You do this to me all the time. It makes me frustrated.
And I wasn't paying attention to what you were saying. We were talking about the along. We were talking about the
Dishcloths were not a toy.
Yes.
Okay. So the featured toys are Talia's toys, Laura Concert's toys, and KF Jones, who is she's Bryony Bears of the Bakery Bears.
Yes.
She has 4 toys if you want to count both bears separately. So she has the 2
Did you
bears.
say both bears? Okay, yes, because they are two different toys. Mm-hmm.
2 bears, 1 giraffe, and 1 fox.
Yeah, because if you look on either Lovecraft's or Ravelry, if you search for Bakery Bear, a Mr. Bakery Bear will come up and a Mrs. Bakery Bear. So they are 2 separate patterns.
And somebody asked about where to find my shawl. It is not on Etsy. It's on Lovecraft's. That's for the previous along.
Yeah, you need to go ahead and put it on Etsy.
Yeah.
There's no reason for it not to be up there.
So I just want to throw that out there where we're talking about patterns. That's not eligible for this.
Because it's actually easier to put it on Etsy than it is on Lovecraft. Lovecraft is a little bit hard to navigate sometimes.
This is not eligible for this particular along. My
No,
shawl.
it's not. But just just as a comment.
You're confusing things. All right. So Franciscan Gypsy Toys, Bakery Bear toys, Laura Concert's toys, my yarn, and Laura's yarn. Those are featured things, okay?
And we have in the links Mom's shop, my shop,
Yeah.
both Lovecrafts and etc.
We should probably have Laura's in there, the amount of times that we...
We don't have Laura's in there?
Yeah, we should have it there simply because we constantly have
She's
her.
all over the place, and we'd have to pick one because...
Well, I'm just talking about a shop.
Which one's her shop? Oh, the Etsy? Okay.
Yeah, Etsy shop.
Okay,
Because we do so often...
Yeah, we do.
Say that... I mean, she's
Could
pretty
you
much...
make a note of that?
She's pretty much a fixture.
Yeah, could you make a note of that? And also I need to put the Simpson Vale site up. In the links. We have like this huge thing of links. If you click the drop box, it'll come up and you'll see all the links. Also, I do try to put the links as well in if you go to the Pinhook and Neil's channel, there'll be an area that says like about or something, and it'll also have our links.
Okay, so the same thing. Everything else is basically the same. Okay, all the multiple chances of prize and all that. You do not have to do the suggested, the featured toys or featured yarn, but if you do, you have multiple chances at a prize for an FO. Okay, yep. Only the FO. Whips only get one prize, chance at a prize regardless. So, okay. Oh, it's hashtag PHN Toy 2020. Now, the upcoming alongs, we have the Christmas all year. Okay, Christmas all year. And now,
really excited about that.
Yeah, that'll probably be PHN Christmas.
Now, even though he won't qualify for it, my Cyrano's will start getting work on then.
Yeah,
because they don't even count for January. They just have to be worked on because they've been getting ignored.
The Christmas. I had to think about the hashtag, something that will be indicative of the fact that it's our long and that
PHN Christmas all year long.
But so long.
PHN Christmas all year.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Okay, so that's coming up, as is the Ready, Set, Go. Now the Christmas along. If you have ideas, if you have ideas for the hashtag, write comments. Right.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
Because that might be helpful to you.
Yes, it's not helpful for me to get interrupted in the middle of my thought. Okay. All right.
Sorry, Luciano.
Mea culpa. Anyway, all right. We're mixing our languages, but anyway.
Hey, I did Spanish, you did Latin, I did sign language.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, je regrette is French. All right.
Wait, how do you say that?
Je regrette.
I know it's a Romance language. I don't care for French. It's got this kind of like little guttural undertone that I don't care for.
Anyway, okay. I don't know where I was going.
We were talking about Christmas all year long. We talked about the hashtag. We're probably going to what qualifies.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, for people who don't celebrate Christmas, because I know there are some people who don't in our group, that you don't have to do Christmas gifts. If you just do something in a Christmas colorway or Christmas yarn, or if you like doing the Christmas pattern just because it's pretty, you can still do it if you feel comfortable. Okay.
Oh, and I mean, there's also plenty of, if you are someone who likes making things for charity, there are plenty of Christmas charities.
Mm-hmm. Toys for Tots, Christmas Child.
I mean, you have to check what they have for their qualifications. I don't know if Toys for Tots accepts handmade, but you have to check into.
But Operation Christmas Child, I think it's called. Who is it? Stephanie who does that?
I don't remember.
Steph Keith, I think, does it.
I don't remember.
You'll see, if you look back on either in our group or on previous YouTubes. Stephanie, whichever Stephanie it is, does this Operation Christmas Child. And if you want to do something like that, ask her. She'll know the details. Okay?
And they might have something like, if you are not here in the States, there might be something overseas as well, because I don't know what is located overseas. Just because we're not.
And I kind of put Stephanie on the spot there. Stephanie, if you don't want to be heard from, send us the information and we'll give it out to them. Yeah. Okay. I don't mean to get Stephanie overrun with emails if you guys are interested. But my point is that if you want to take part and you don't celebrate Christmas, that's okay. We're not here to exclude anybody. No. Just, most of us do Christmas, but if you do other holidays or you don't do any holidays, it doesn't matter. If you want to do Christmas colors, Christmas patterns, whatever.
And the traditional Christmas colors, most people are familiar with them, but let's just run through them.
Well, I will tell you what, and I haven't discussed this with you
Yeah.
yet, but I was thinking about it in the shower this morning. You got the traditionals, reds, greens, golds, blues, silvers. And I think I want to add pink and purple.
Because of the Advent wreath.
Because of Advent. And I think that's going to be basically it.
No, okay,
probably white.
Well, yeah, white for sure.
For sure. So, and there might be another color, but those will be like the colors that...
You could probably make an argument for green if someone wants to say the wreath.
I said green.
You did? Yes. Oh, duh, of course, red and green.
Yeah.
Brain.
So...
Sorry about that, Claire.
there might be another color or two, but basically that's it, and we'll list them all in the information box on PHN, so you know which featured colors there will be, and of course there's normal featured patterns and things like that. If you use I had to talk to Ty about this, but it could be if you use an Advent kit, my Advent kit, Laura's Advent kit, any Advent kit, that might be a chance at a multiple chance at a prize, something like that. So we're still working out the details for that, but there will be chances. Anything that goes to Operation Christmas Child, maybe,
right,
or to the pregnancy center.
Right. I mean,
Christmas.
some of those Christmas charities are really kind of cool. And I found out I'm listening to right now a podcast that talks about Christmas traditions throughout the world, and he has a little 10-15 minute episode. It's called Christmas Past. That's is the name of the podcast.
Oh, awesome.
And it's been running since 2016. I guess he starts around November, and he goes November through December. And he's been doing it since 2016. And he's still running strong. But this one of the last ones I listened to were talking about Christmas letters. And there was another thing that, just if you kind of feel to keep an eye out for, there's something here in the U.S. I want to say it's something just called, it's either like Operation Santa or something like that. The U.S. Post Office runs it, where you can look at letters that the post office gets from kids wanting to write to Santa, and you can write to them back as Santa and choose to fulfill their wish.
So that's awesome. So
that could even be something.
Long story short, long way around here. What we're trying to say is, if you want to do this, participate, but you don't celebrate Christmas or any kind of holiday during the season, that's okay. You can do it if you feel called to do it. If you want to do it, you can do it by doing Christmas colors or Christmas yarns or Christmas patterns, or doing something for a Christmas donation that you might not celebrate, but you feel like you want to support somebody else.
Or just because it's you might not celebrate, and it doesn't even have to be Christmas themed, or you can give it to someone else. It's just a really great time. Charities, I think, do really well during Christmas time.
And I'm sure some of our friends who don't have Christmas themselves might give Christmas gifts to somebody who does, who's a friend of theirs.
Right.
So that just there are ways of doing it if you want to do that. We don't want anybody to feel excluded. You don't have to, of course, but if you want to,
but if you choose to,
you can. Okay. Now the other one, and this is one of my favorite ones. I like Ready, Set, Go, because Ready, Set, Go is a time when we start all the things,
and then we also clear all the
and
things.
we clear all. Well, only 1 month.
Yes.
We start in January. It goes for 3 months. The Christmas one goes all year.
Yes.
It's replacing our charity along.
Yes.
But
as you can see, there can be shades of charity along within Christmas if you choose to.
Well, there can always be. Even a Ready, Set, Go, everything can be.
That's true.
Ready, Set, Go goes January through March, and it's when we start all the things. You can't work on anything that's been started prior to midnight going into January 1st. So 12:01 a.m. January 1st. If you start something that minute afterward, it counts, okay? But nothing before that. If you have something that you started, New Year's Eve at 11:45, I'm sorry, you can't use that.
Now, we do acknowledge that our differences in time zone, so it might be in your time zone.
Well, we have someone in Malaysia. If she starts, she's like 14 or 15 hours ahead of us. When she starts, she's going to be, maybe she starts at 10 o'clock. It might not be midnight here yet.
But it's midnight
over there. So we're not going to be like,
she's going to be staying up till midnight. Okay, I can start this now.
Okay, so anyway,
Ready,
Set, Go simply means that we're starting all the things for those 3 months. And it also means for the month of January. Okay, for the month of January.
Really good. Sorry.
For the month of January, you can tear out things that you didn't, for whatever reason, you fell out of love with it. You just don't want to deal with it. It's been sitting there forever. If you have a picture of the object in progress, say you've got, I don't know, a sock that you've been doing and you don't like it anymore, put that down, put it on the table there, and take a picture, and then show it taken out. you know, so that we can see that you've put them together in the post.
Right. It would be one post, 2 pictures.
Right. One chance.
Right. And one picture is the project before you pull it out. One picture is the project after you pull it out.
Right. And that's from
before and after picture.
Right. It's January 1st through January 31st is when you can do that. Okay?
It's like those hokey diet commercials.
Yeah. Before and after.
And of course the after picture is always in like this amazing lighting and they have makeup on and it's like it's way more than just they're wearing clothes that fit them better.
So that takes care of that. Now, 50,000 years later.
Indeed.
But we don't have a whole lot of projects this time.
Right. So, you know, Chattery is okay.
So I hope you guys are still with us. All right. What are these?
I don't know.
I think these are prizes for the other alongs. I'm not going to show these just yet
because we're running long already.
Well, also because I want to make sure I understand in my head what's for what.
Right.
Okay. Because I kind of just threw them in the bag. And this is a Knitting's My Bag Autism Awareness bag that Lois made for us. All right. So I have 6.
And I have now 3. I only had 2 prior to this.
Okay. My first project is in my Ploverbird Mickey Mouse bag. And I didn't think I worked on it. I said to Taya, I haven't worked on this. And then I looked, I said, oh yeah, I did. So probably not surprising to the people who've watched this for a while because this is from the Cerebel scarf pattern.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm glad I changed my shirt. I'm really hot still.
Take off your socks and slippers. That's what I do.
That's okay.
You remove those, you take care of a lot of heat.
I'm taking off my slippers, but not my socks. I don't like to be barefoot.
You see, my feet burn so easily that if I feel that much heat, I just take them off. I don't care.
I think maybe my husband has the heat up a little higher than he normally does. Anyway, I did a couple of rows on this, or maybe more. It's growing. And I love Emma. She sent me a picture. She was, she got this. I told her where to get the Cerebel, or I sent her the Cerebel, I guess.
Right, because you're the Cerebel
distributor.
Distributor, like you got the goods.
She thought it was. When you start with the Cerebels, probably about not quite half, maybe a little more than half.
Oh, did you increase how many?
Well, yeah, I've increased on this because you start out with 16 chains.
Okay.
So
it's a whole lot thinner.
It's a whole lot thinner. So what she did was she didn't go the full length, and then she made a mitt. And so I asked her to tell me what it was because I've been wanting to make a mitt with this pattern.
You'd almost have to do it with a really lightweight yarn to get.
I would probably do a fingering weight.
I was gonna say fingering would look really nice. Not that I've like a really lacy mitt, but it would look pretty.
Well, it would be. I mean, and there's also the opportunity maybe to do it. You know, if you do the scarf.
I'm weird with crochet though. I only like crochet on certain things.
Right, but it's really pretty, and so she made me happy because she gave me the particulars about how many repeats to do of the pattern. I think she did. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think she said she did 8. So like that, I guess. So, which means it's really stretchy because it's not very much.
Well, I mean, it would be a stretchy pattern. Crochet, that kind of crochet would be kind of stretchy. I mean, you can tell just by this is stretchy.
So I was happy about that. I told her so. So she makes me happy. So anyway, so this is what it's looking like, and I'm liking the way it turns out. Look at the way the colors are working up.
Oh yeah, you see, this was made for the Cerebel.
Well, you're very partial to my doing Cerebels when I can't figure out what to do with something.
But that yarn was destined for that.
It's just I couldn't figure out what else to do with it.
She immediately starts crocheting on it. This is the only project that while she's podcasting, she'll actually crochet on. You can't see because she has her show notes in front of her. But yeah, she's crocheting on it right now. But you have another project to show because I have half the projects you do.
Let me finish my stitch.
Well, it sounded like an evil laugh.
We were watching, speaking of laughs, we were watching this movie last night with William Powell, and I forget what the lady's name was, and there's this guy on it, and my husband was saying we have all his movies, not that he did a whole lot, not that he was a major actor or anything, but he just happens to play with actors that we like, and he has this laugh, and I thought he must be putting it on, but every time he laughs, he goes, ha, ha, ha. I can't do it right, but it's hysterical.
It's not Ken Curtis, because Ken Curtis does
no. I can't do it justice. But anybody who's watched movies with this person in it, he's kind of a second, third banana kind of character.
Okay.
And he's always like, ha ha. can't do it or find a clip or something because it's just hysterical.
Well, we couldn't put a clip in because then we get flagged by YouTube.
Oh, that's right. Even if it's just a clip?
YouTube's really... You have to be very careful because...
Maybe we can link it.
I know that some people are able to do commentary on videos, but you really have to be careful, especially if it's pirated material.
Right.
It's just...
Well, it might be... If we do it where it's public domain, then we might be able to do it.
Yeah, it's just a very iffy thing. We might just have to put a link in the PHN group because I don't want this to get flagged by YouTube.
No.
Because we had an issue when we used to play the music from my phone.
Right. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to find out who the actor is and find a part where that guy is laughing because it just cracks me up every time. We sit there watching the movie but waiting for him to laugh. So anyway, the next thing I'm going to show you is in my Knitting's Magic. This is from our local yarn store in Winchester, Knitting Magic.
It sounds like the doorbell actually got rang for a package. Like
Yeah.
they never ring the doorbell.
Yeah. This is the Welcome Little One project from the On the Porch blanket knitting pattern from 5410 Studios. I actually worked on this.
Yay.
This is in here. And this is using my Bare Necessities colorway. So I did make some progress. So you can see the... I don't know if you can see. Can you see the difference there? I think you can.
Yeah, they can.
See.
I can see it even with my glasses on.
Yeah.
So
some progress was made on this. I have to weave in the end for this, but yeah. I like working this pattern. If 5410 Studio has fabulous patterns, and if you want to do blankets, I suggest you go look at them.
she hasn't finished one yet.
I haven't finished one yet because I don't like knitted blankets.
Yeah, she doesn't I think you've only knit blanket you might have finished was one of the ones I designed. You did a small one.
It was a preemie, yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't... It takes too long and it drives me nuts. The only reason I have a chance of finishing this is because it's in... I think it's in my Bare Necessities bulky.
You know, I never used to finish baby blankets, but A, I started designing them, and then B, the first one I finished was one of George's. It was that really nice one. I ended up sending it actually to PHNer. It was 2 strands. I used a double-stranded Pound of Love, and it was a really lovely one he has where it's the heart that it kind of comes up a little bit.
And I wanted to do that one. It's pretty.
It's a really nice pattern.
He does a lot of nice patterns.
I think that was the only one of his I actually completed for the blanket, but like I love the way it turned out.
Well, he's very talented.
So if you want to check out knitted baby blanket patterns, check out 10 Hours or Less. He has his website.
After you check out hers.
Yeah, check out mine. I don't have as many as he does.
No, you'll do.
And in some ways, I think his are more. I'm getting there, but I think his do have a little bit more interest to them right now.
Right. He's very good.
I do more in mosaic.
But this is bulky weight yarn, so I have a chance of finishing this. And the people over there are really sweet. They answer your questions. At least they did back when I started doing things for them. That was years ago because I've been collecting their patterns for years. Okay, your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to cover the one first that I only started working on during the podcast, so I wouldn't have only 2 projects to show you. So in my Fun in the Woman Cave bag, and this is the orange one, so this was mine, there were 2 that she did. One was blue for Mom. It was kind of light blue. And then this one was mine. It has all the different... It's not really even the Fun in the Woman Cave bag. It's the... Well, yeah, she has the Fun in the Woman Cave bag, and it has all the different sayings.
All the different words.
All the different words. All the different things we tend to repeat a lot.
I think we could add some now, but...
Well, like, cute.
Yeah. Cute.
I'm sure tea's in there somewhere.
We don't have Spoiled Bunny Stop on there, do we?
Well, I think it was before we did Spoiled Bunny Stop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We'd have to add.
And also, I mean, I think people voted.
Yeah, they
as well.
did.
There's tea. I was going to say, there had to be tea somewhere in there. And, of course, makes me happy.
Yep.
And apparently, we say a lot.
Yes, we do.
Whoop, I just did that. I'm awake. Okay, for people who are new... I'm awake used to be something I said all the time. Before I realized that I was sick, and then until I got some of my medicines adjusted, I used to have a serious problem staying awake during the podcast. I would actually fall asleep on the podcast.
Called the Sleepy Talia episodes.
And they were a thing. And there was nothing I could do about it. But yeah, that was actually a thing. So if you look back on old episodes, if you're newer to the podcast, you might catch a Sleepy Talia episode. And it's not because I'm bored. It's because I had an untreated, as yet undiscovered medical condition.
Conviction, huh?
Conviction, yeah. Or conviction.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done. Wait, no, I didn't show the project. Yes, I'm awesome. Okay, guys, I was totally awesome yesterday. I was so out of it that I checked the teapot, and for some reason I registered as being empty when it was actually like halfway full or something. And I tried to refill it by pouring water into it. And we have one of those, not on the stovetop, it's like on this little thing on the...
Got a little base.
Yeah, the little base. Overflowed all over the place. So, I'm having I have a brain that's not working. It is an absent brain.
Mm-hmm.
But this is my Bunny Love cow pattern. So this is designed by me. I would like to have this before Christmas, but it's not going to happen because I'm so focused on
Something else?
something else that I really want to fish before Christmas. This makes me feel Christmassy.
So pretty.
And I had really wanted the silver bunnies, and they're silver sparkly bunnies. And then I have red
Snow
hearts down here, and I love these colors. The red is from the rodeo kit by Dragonfly Fibers. I don't think you can get this color anymore. And then
I tried, can't.
the silver is Mom's Silver Bells, and whatever's left over, and I will have some left over, will go to my Disco Cyrano's
Right.
glasses, because he wanted sparkly glasses and he wasn't going to be satisfied until he had them. So once I finish this, I can restart his glasses so he has the glasses he desires.
We can't even find this color on D-Stash because we don't know how to...
Right, we don't know how to look for
for
it because I got in a kit. I think
Yeah.
the sweater was like the rodeo
It was
sweater.
rodeo something, yeah.
And it was like a fade. And I had... So all of this color that I have is from that.
Mm-hmm.
And it had quite a few of this particular color. I think this was the main color.
Because I looked when they were going out of business. I looked, it just was hard to find.
You didn't ever have a skein of this?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I guess it really was just in that kit. Mm-hmm. I must have gotten enough to make the largest
Because
size.
I didn't know what the color was until we got home.
Yeah.
And so I was looking for it afterward. And there was no name on it, so...
And this was a kit that Mom had talked me into getting.
I did?
Yes, you did talk me into... You were getting a different fadey thing?
Oh, that's probably my mitts that are up there.
Maybe.
My blue and silver.
And you kind of talked me into this, the one with this. Now, it's turned out that, I've used this yarn for a lot of things. So it hasn't been a really...
We kind of very rarely, the forest floor being the exception.
Well, you're talking
actually-
about pulling out your forest floor.
Yeah, but we very rarely use things for what we intended to.
Yeah, like, I did... The only one I've done is I completed the forest floor that I got. And I had really pretty colors. Actually, she had to give me back yarn, and we had to trade yarn because the wrong yarn got slipped in my kit.
Oh,
I got
yeah,
fingering weight instead of the weight that was required. So I had to contact them and be like, hey, I don't have the right weight of yarn. And they had to replace it.
Right. And they're very good. They were very good. Now, I don't have any real contact with them now. We haven't bought anything from them yet.
Because we used to actually have... They used to recognize us when we came.
Yeah, we helped them set up at Shenandoah sometimes.
That was fun. We did it once.
Yeah, it was fun. So,
And she let us pick up one free skein.
yeah, we got to have a free skein of yarn.
Well, that's where my Christmas yarn...
Yeah.
I think it's called Grinch or something. No. I don't remember. I had started a pair of socks, yanked it out, and it's going to be a pair of socks again. Eventually.
All right, let me just...
But I had dreamed about that yarn.
It was
Like,
really
after I had picked it, after I'd seen it when we were setting up.
Yeah.
And it's your turn, because I showed my cow.
Okay, my next one...
I love my bunnies.
Okay, this one I did a little work on as well. Not a whole lot, but enough that I can show it. This is my Universal Studios blue bag. And this is my Ninja Turtle baby blanket project from the Ninja Turtle baby blanket pattern by Lisa Vanilla. And I'm just kind of moseying along with this because, it's one of those projects where I just say, okay, I don't have to really pay attention. I can just do it, whenever.
Mom, you said moseying along. I pictured Mose.
Yeah, I thought you did.
From...
Yeah. Yeah, my rocking chair.
Darn it. Name of
Searchers.
Searchers. If you guys watch Searchers, Mose actually, whenever we see him in a movie,
Yeah, he's always Mose.
he's always Mose. Oh, look, there's Mose.
Yeah.
But my favorite part is him and
Won't talk to you. Tell
Marty.
Marty. Well, my rocking chair.
What was it, 6 fingers? 6 fingers. Or was it 3 fingers? 6.
What are you talking about?
He tells Marty where to find her.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
Just the way he does. He's amazing.
I love Mose.
And he's a character actor.
Yeah,
A character actor.
He was. They got the cast there is awesome. I mean,
oh my gosh!
You've got John Wayne, of course. You've got
Ward Bond.
Mose. You've got Ward Bond. You've got Ken Curtis.
Yeah, that's right. Festus.
Ha ha ha!
Anyone who's watched Gunsmoke, a young Festus is Marty's rival.
Yeah, and he's really good. But they're rivals, but they're not enemies.
Right.
Yeah, and it's really funny. But anyway, here's my Ninja Turtle blanket, and I'm still doing the green before I hit Mikey, which is orange, and then another row of green, another section of green, and then I can put the eyes on here if I decide to do that, which I probably will. Because I saw somebody who did it, and they gave me an idea that all the eyes don't have to be in the same place. I can do them wherever.
So they're looking all over the place.
Yeah, because I don't have to line them up. Then I can just have them all over the place.
That'd be fun because then one of them's going to look over here, one of them's going to look over there.
So this is
that's fun.
This is moving along. This is just nitpicks, Brava Sport. And I have my hook where I know where it is, thanks to Christina, right?
I think it was Christina.
Was it Christina?
You were asking me? I think it was Christina, but
I'm pretty sure it was Christina. If not, please tell me, because I know I'm having a blank on my brain. So anyway, this is where my hook goes, because I don't want to lose it, and she made it so I wouldn't lose it. I wish I could remember who it was.
I'm pretty sure it's Christina, Mom.
I think you're right. I can't remember.
That sounds right.
That sounds right. Well, she spoils us so much that it makes sense that I would think that. But whoever it was, I appreciate it. I know I've thanked her correctly before multiple times. Thank you very, very much for this, because I don't lose my hook anymore. Unless I lose the whole bag, that would be horrible. Okay.
So, did you do two?
No, I have to do one more. Okay. In my Silver Shed USA PHN Faces bag, this is my Taste of Autumn. Let me put this away before I lose my hook. Okay. I don't want to lose my hook. Okay, this is the Taste of Autumn shawl. This is Talia's shawl.
You see, unless I'm doing a DPN, I really don't have to worry about losing my needles.
This is from the Scrap Shawl pattern by Anastasia Sattel, and this is all mostly Miss Babs. There is some Malabrigo in here, and I'm really close to finishing this. I worked on this a bit.
Well, you thought you might be able to finish it.
I thought it'd be finished
but
by
your
the
hands
podcast.
started cramping.
Yeah, I have had some.
That's going to be so nice. I told her if she finishes it in time for Christmas, it's a Christmas present. If she doesn't, it's a birthday present. My birthday's a month later.
This is huge.
It is.
I mean, it's just enormous.
It's going to be a big hug.
Yeah, it was meant to be that. So, yeah, this is Miss Babs is all the colors except for this one here, which is Malabrigo Sunset, I think it's called. This solid here, this gold. So yeah, that's what I've got. Your turn.
Okay, so
oh, I don't want to work on this because I have to remember what the
because you're doing the edging.
Yeah. Let's see here.
So this one I only worked on very little. Well, no, maybe I worked on a little bit more than I thought, because I don't remember how far I was last time. I can't remember. No, last time I had already told about making mistakes. Last week was the week of mistakes.
Yeah.
I barely worked on this week.
Okay.
I think that this week what I did differently was, last week I hadn't yet picked up the gusset. I've done the gusset. I've done the gusset decreases. I'm now just knitting forward on the sock. And you think I'd be done with it already, but I've been really focused on another project. Otherwise, this would be done. It's a quick knit.
I have 3 projects that should be done. I mean, literally.
Yeah, I know. I have several like that have been like that for years. Bulky Robin.
No,
Plain
I mean
Robin.
that all I have to do is sew the hat up.
Oh.
And, the little cowl that I've been knitting on for like 50,
So, again, more of that rodeo colorway. And
why is the tea almost gone?
because you drink it super fast. And then this is also another Dragonfly Fiber colorway. This was one of their Maryland Sheep Wool colorways, Maryland Crab.
An hour is not super fast.
Well, it's super fast in comparison to me. I'm still... Mom always drinks her tea faster than I do. It's not uncommon for me when we're done with the podcast to forget that I haven't finished my tea, and then to either like almost spill it on myself.
Excuse me.
I'm just not a fast tea drinker.
How many projects do you have left?
1.
Okay, so I'll just do 1 then.
Well, you just double.
No, 1 and then 1 after you.
Oh, okay. Why do you get 1 after me? You should be doubling all the time. She always has to be last.
That's the way it works. 1 at a time. You oboe head.
You have double the projects I do.
In my
Literally.
PHN Fun in the this is PHN anniversary bag, 5-year anniversary bag.
This is really good.
This is my one that I thought I'd be finished, but honestly I keep going with it.
Well, because you still have yarn.
I still have yarn, and you know, it's not that wide of a project, so.
Now, do you think that, like, whoopsies, bunny, I sent Mom a free crochet cowl hood pattern. I'm wondering if that will be on your to-start list for...
It might be. I haven't had a chance to download it. I actually, I think I opened it up before we started the podcast, but I haven't.
You want to make sure you grab it before it's, like, not free anymore or something.
Yeah. So I have to do that when we get done here.
Before they wake up. You're like, wait a second, why is this free?
But I had my husband, we're waiting for curbside pickup, and I had this with me because I wanted to work on it. I had him put it, you know, we have these little things so it doesn't come off my needles. I said, can you put it around your neck? And he said, yeah, he did. And he said it is long enough for even him. And he's 6'1". So if it's long enough for him, it's going to be long enough for most guys. I mean, it's not a super long.
I guess I usually think of that they need to be long.
Well, no, I mean, if you've got a coat
and I
on,
think it's about the length that I had, that the one I made from a neurosurgeon was. But I really felt like it wasn't long enough. I kind of wish I had made it longer.
And this one, I've got stuck on my thing here. Can you see?
Hold on. Yes, I can. It's that thing that you
keep fixing.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one, and I still have maybe a couple, 3 rows, maybe more, before I have to bind it off. And these are bulky stitches or chunky stitches, so it's about a 1/2 inch per stitch in terms of going up and down. So I might have another inch or so on here, or maybe more, plus the bind off. For the whole skein of yarn. It's perfectly long enough for someone who, if they want to wear something under a dress coat or a jacket or something,
right,
and stay warm.
I guess if you're it's not one of those things that you loop around.
Right,
you wear it in under a coat.
And not all guys like to have that.
I guess you're right.
It seems like most girls do, but
I think that's probably, at first, it doesn't seem long enough to me because I don't wear scarves a lot, but if I do, I want one.
Well, my thought is when I fix this, it's going to be, you know, the option of making it a scarf or making it a cowl.
Yeah, because I think it would be a good cowl.
But I have to fix the pattern, and I have some ideas of what I want to do, so I have to percolate that a little bit. But I don't have a whole lot of yarn left, but I keep saying that.
Well, knitting doesn't take up that much yarn.
Yeah. So this is going to go in, and this is just one skein of JC Brett.
Okay, so this is the one I've been working on mainly. I've actually been doing pretty well keeping up with Kay's cowl for the Patreon Advent knit along they're doing at the Bakery Bears, and she said that I can show progress on here because I asked her, which is good because it's basically all I've been working on. It's a very lightweight cowl. I think it's supposed to just kind of like drop down on itself because it's really long. It's not decreased up here. It's just that this is the...
It's on the cord.
Yeah. So I'm going from greens. I went to silver, then went to gold, then to pink. Now I'm headed into... I have 2 more colors after this one. And I don't have the patterns for those yet. I'm almost done with this one. So then I can do other knitting.
Because she'll be giving you a new one tomorrow.
Yeah. I get a new one tomorrow. And then I get a new one the day before Christmas Eve.
And I was wanting to do that, but I just know myself, I will not do figuring weight.
And I want to make sure I weave in all the ends before Christmas, because then I have it to wear on Christmas, which is her intention. I'm hoping that it's a really quick chart for Christmas Eve. I mean, for the one before Christmas Eve, so I can weave in all my ends.
That's really pretty.
So, it is really nice. You can't really see the pattern much on this one, simply because it's all bunched. And she reads you like a little Christmas story.
The one for that one was cute.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. I mean, they're all good. I mean, that one's really cute.
And, I mean, if I was to pick out a favorite one of the charts, I actually think the one that I enjoyed working the most, other than the cable, even more than the cable, to be quite honest, I loved these trees.
Yeah.
I think they looked exactly like what she intended them to. And the color I happen to be working it in just makes me think of fur. And it's probably my favorite chart on there. This one looks really nice, too, and happened to be in silver.
Yeah. I like this, too. It's very pretty. I like all of them.
This was one for Scrooge.
Oh, was it? Yeah. I can't remember.
Well, one of the ones for Scrooge. She had two for Scrooge.
Of them, yeah. I like this.
This one's the pudding.
I like that one. I like them all. I love the cables. They're delicate cables, but they look cute.
So, yeah. I I am happy I did this. It's not something I would normally have done because it's a lot of lace. I'm not really a lace knitter. It's not that I can't do it. I'm just not a lacy girl. Oh, where did this stitch marker come loose from? It's okay. Rescue, rescue, rescue. Keep calm, act casual.
Got it?
Yep. Hold on, I split that stitch in order to rescue it.
Stitches were lost, but they have been picked up.
There's that. And then let's rescue the complete stitch, not just the half stitch.
Yeah. Get a little strength.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, and let's see. Just trying to make sure it goes in between here.
Disaster averted.
Disaster averted. There we go. Okay, so that goes here. This goes there. There, okay. It must have, because it's a thinner needle, it didn't stay in here as well as it should have.
Should be with the 2, though.
Well, it
wow,
sliding right out.
Yeah.
Now there is something that came up for Tangerine 8 Designs where they have this little thing, it came up on my Etsy, where you clip it, they're little animals, and you clip them on here, and they sit.
She still has a shop?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're like, she has like a cute little bunny one.
Cute.
And she has different animals, and it looks like they clip on here and they hold onto the cable itself.
That's a good idea.
Which I kind of liked.
I think having that with this together, because I don't want to be poking with my needles.
Right.
That would be nice.
Because it was a concept I hadn't seen yet. I thought it was really unique and interesting.
I'm going to have to go look at that.
Yeah, Tangerine 8 Designs. And she has, like I said, they're little animals that you clip on the cable. It just happened to come up on my thing.
She's still doing bags?
I don't know. I only saw that.
Okay.
Because, you know, it says shops you favorited had done new things. And I made sure to favorite that because it was cool. But, so you might be able to see it if you follow my favorites.
Okay.
I mean, after you go through the 20 million one hair sticks.
Okay. My next one is A Walk in the Woods stole. This is from the Cerebelle pattern by Sarah Sweethearts. And the yarn is Spinway Farms yarn. It's a giant skein of approximately 840 yards. And I think the colorway is Bryce Wonders. The only thing I don't like about this is the fact that it's non-superwash. I think it's non-superwash. Feels like it is. So this is it's growing. I like the way, this is Cerebelle. This just works out, everything works out better.
Yes, it does.
So that's what I'm doing.
It's just one of those magical patterns.
Yeah, I absolutely love this. I can't even, I've lost count of how many of these I've made and how many of these patterns I've given to other people. Because they just, it's a beautiful
because
pattern.
she doesn't sell it. No, she never sold it.
She never sold
it's free.
This one. Yeah.
And we can't find her anymore.
I tried to find her to tell her, to thank her again and to tell her, how many people, like this pattern.
Because I bet if she put it on Lovecrafts or something, even if she's not wanting to be on Ravelry for whatever reason, she could still get a lot of people who would want to pick it up.
Because people seem to like it, and I wish I would like her to be made available, because obviously this is a popular, strikes a chord as being popular for people, because I'm getting multiple requests for it. And that hasn't slowed at all, really. So I'm glad to give it out. I'd love to support her more if we could. I just don't know how to find her.
Right. It's because it would be nice for her to know how much people still like her pattern.
And how many times I've done this pattern.
Right, exactly. But we just have no way to contact her.
No way. I've tried. I've looked up Sarah Sweethearts. I've looked up her actual name, which I think I have on the pattern. And it was just really hard. I tried, and there's just nothing. She just kind of disappeared. So I hope she's okay.
Yeah, yeah. She might have just decided that, she doesn't want to be online anymore.
Yeah. So, but that's that.
Okay.
And the bag is Ploverbird.
Yeah. Oh, and this bag, it's my bag that it's a nice canvas bag that a gentleman in China makes.
Yeah.
I used to use it as a purse, but since I now use my wheelchair bag as a purse, I don't use it that way. So now it's has a new life as a project bag.
I went with Daddy yesterday to do the curbside pickup for the Walmart groceries. Realized because I had my phone in my pocket, I forgot my purse.
Oh, good job.
Because I must have my phone.
Right.
Well, Daddy doesn't always remember his phone, so I have to have the phone, or he won't be able to. As witnessed by the fact that when he went with Davina the last time, he couldn't call them because he had no phone.
What did they end up doing?
End up flagging somebody down.
Oh, okay.
So, okay, so it's your turn.
I finished all mine.
Okay, let me just.
Because I only had 3 projects.
Because I must do Cerebelle's while I'm waiting.
Well, that's one thing. Well, I had only done it on a whim when I had bought my new phone. Gosh, it was about the time I started at Northwestern. So 2-ish years ago, something like that.
Yeah.
And on a whim, when they said, "Did you want your watch to be a separate line?"
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Yeah, sure." It ended up being very useful. One day I locked my phone in work, couldn't get it actually until the weekend was done. Mm-hmm. This, I can make phone calls off of my watch even if my phone is nowhere nearby. Mm-hmm. This became my phone until I could get it. Mm-hmm. Which for someone who, at that point I was still not always with my family, because I was still trying to work through some of the health issues and still try to be able to work, it was very much of a comfort to know even if I didn't have my phone, I had a way of contacting help. Mm-hmm. So if you are disabled and have the ability to afford getting the Apple Watch and the Apple phone, iPhone, iWatch, they are expensive for me. They have been medical necessities, and I do recommend them.
Okay, so what are we doing next?
Next, would be graphic novel.
I think the graphic novel I mentioned last week.
You did.
So yeah. And my friend loved her gift. I was so excited.
It was sweet.
She loved the card. She loved the rosary that Ty made for me for her.
So that's very nice lady.
Mm-hmm. One of my closest friends.
Yes. And I need to take back here because there we go. Okay. And I do have beads and string. I just need to reach down for it.
Keep going in here.
Let me make sure I can reach everything else when I need to. Okay. So this was actually fairly busy for beads and string because I had several orders that were made. Like I had 3 orders made on one day. And then another order that came in after that. Actually, another 2 orders that came in after that. So someone, as soon as I posted this as a listing, this is the same rosary that I made for Mom's friend. Someone saw it in the colors, even though there were other color options available. She really wanted this color. Mm-hmm. So I made another Infant of Prague rosary in the green. I'm currently in the process of making a red one.
Which is what I usually think of him in.
Right.
But he does have green.
Yeah, they have different color outfits for him. And then another one of the mental health rosaries. So that's the big shiny St. Dymphna rosary that I had made initially based on Davina's design request. And I put it up in my, listing up in my shop on a whim. And this one still actually, people like this one. It kind of surprises me.
That one has more of a rainbow cord to it. It doesn't,
it's showing more rainbow than the rest of, the nice thing about this rosary is you never know exactly the way the colors are going to show up. So each one has a unique feel to it because it depends where I start in the cord. It depends a lot.
On the beads.
On the beads. The beads, they're pretty uniform. It's just that they pick up on the cord around it.
Well, that's why that one looks a lot more rainbowy then.
Yeah, so it's really fun to see what it'll pick up. I've had ones that have picked up a little more pink. I have ones that picked up a little more green.
This one makes me think of carnival glass.
So,
this is a real heavy.
Yeah, it's stainless steel.
Yep. Boy.
And it's 10mm beads.
It's really heavy. I really like this. It's pretty.
And it's funny, it's grown on me because it's a happy rosary. Mm-hmm. And Davina will get hers finally on Christmas.
Right. And she knows it's coming.
She knows it's coming. She's been asking about it, and finally the only way I could let her know that, I think she was getting a little hurt that everyone else was getting theirs before her. Mm-hmm. And I think, yours is a Christmas gift. Yeah. So, unfortunately, she does know about that one. She doesn't know about all her gifts, but she does know about that one.
She is super craft worthy.
Yes, she is.
Knit, crochet. You have to do what she likes, but that's true of anybody.
That's true of anybody.
Now, this looks a lot better than I thought when I saw it on the table. I'm not sure I care about the purple, the bright purple, but it's really pretty.
So this is actually the last one of this kind because I'm not picking up these Our Father beads again. They're a little bit work intensive. And
you said the beads were intensive too, right?
Yeah, unfortunately I still have a lot of the beads to work through. Mostly because I think I must have picked up 1.5mm hole for the beads. instead of 1.8 or 2.0, and it's been really hard to get through them this time around with my cord. So this is a Guardian Angel Rosary, and it like Our Father beads are really sweet. There's a reason I picked them up. I had originally
kneeling angels.
Yeah, they're little kneeling baby, little kid angels. I could tell.
Cherubs.
Yeah. Well, no, look.
Yeah, they're cute.
It's just like they're saying their night prayers is what it looks like. And I had picked these Our Father beads up originally for someone else's special order, and I do have. Actually, I do need to update that listing because only for the one that I haven't sold. It'll be not a made to order. It'll be the only one that's left.
Well, you should say that one's a limited edition.
Yeah, that one is a limited edition because I have one of these with a lime green cord and metal beads,
which is pretty.
So that one I'll put up again because it is not a made to order, but that's the only one that left because I'm not picking up these Our Father beads again, just because it's a little bit more work intensive. So this is a limited edition.
It's very pretty.
I'm
surprised that I like it more than I thought I would. It's very pretty.
And it's nice and lightweight. I can see why they would go with wood. Both of the ones I've sold, the original custom order and this custom order, were in wood. And I really like the weight of that.
I'm not a big fan of the lighter weight ones, but I do like that. That's awfully pretty.
Well, it works very well for if it's like the reason the other lady did it was because the first person who ordered it, she was ordering it for a child.
Right.
So a nice light stainless steel might have been a bit heavy for the child. Now, ones I've been working on that aren't finished yet, some of these are just like all they need is a crucifix to come in. I'm waiting for a couple orders of wood crucifixes to come in. I ordered them before I had these custom orders, and I'm still waiting for them. Just with the post office being so overwhelmed.
Not whelmed, just overwhelmed.
Yes, just overwhelmed. So this one was started first, and you guys have seen this for a while. I can't actually remember if I showed you it in its almost finishedness. Yeah, I need to put another bead in this bag because I don't have the Our Father bead. Not that I can really, no point in putting it on right now because I can't tie the knot until I have the crucifix on there.
All right.
Hang on, my cord's getting tangled so you can't see. It's trying to tie itself in knots because I have a really long cord here. I'll untangle it completely later. So, this one is one of those ones that if you like a really long rosary, some people do. I've had a couple people request longer rosaries. Now, unfortunately, the requests have not actually become orders. I have a long hematite rosary, and this is a long wood rosary. And this is a new one. This is has not yet been put up in the shop, but until I have my crucifix, I can't.
Right, because you don't want it's coming in.
Yeah, so this one, and I have a whole bunch of these beads.
Wouldn't it be nice if that package that came in is...
I really hope so. I've been waiting so much.
Because the doorbell rang while we were podcasting. I don't know if you heard it, and my husband opened it and got whatever it was. So
well, my one supplier does go through USPS, so they usually come in with the mail, but my other one is from Canada. So that might be coming in. And I can't track the one from Canada. That's a new supplier for crucifixes. I'm interested in seeing what theirs look like because I needed to have a backup plan. They have also a nice bunch of things. If the crucifixes turn out well, I might use them as another supplier.
Well, it's always good to have more than one supplier.
It is. So then the other one that's waiting for a crucifix is this one. Someone else had ordered another St. Joseph's rosary. Don't lose that Our Father bead. Okay. And again, waiting on the crucifix.
Very pretty.
This is one of my most popular rosaries. Actually, this is my most popular rosary.
I like the tan cord with that. It looks pretty.
I do too, and I really like this centerpiece. And I don't think that you guys can really see it. It has St. Joseph holding a young Jesus.
That's nice.
And it's just a really nice. I think it's not a centerpiece I've seen before I picked this one up, so I really like it. Then I have a couple of, as soon as I finish my custom orders, and I hope to send them off
I like that combination.
Yeah, as soon as on Monday or Tuesday, I plan on sending off the ones that I've completely finished. I just finished them yesterday and had to let them, I have something I need to do that they need to sit for a little while. They've done that. I just need to package them up and send them off. I've had a bit of a rough week, so it's taken me a little longer.
So do I have a little time to do my card thing that I went to do, if I decide to do that for my package?
Yes, you do. Because there's no time limit on yours. Yours can go whenever you're willing for it to go. So, if you want me to wait for a card, I can absolutely do that.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to. We'll see.
You let me know.
Yeah.
So then
because yes, we do support each other's shops.
Yes, we do. I can't support hers as much as I'd like. Okay, so I started a few of these. Let's see, I started that one. I did not start this one. I was like, I better start these other rosaries that I've been wanting to put in my shop before someone else orders a special another St. Joseph.
I like one of the colors on here. Really.
Okay, so this one is a new one. Let me take a drink because I'm thirsty also.
And nobody's going to be surprised when they see it.
So this one, I got in. They have a strand of hematite beads that are they're like you can get any number of colors in here, but they're different colored beads. Some are blue, some are purple, some are multicolored, some are gold, some are silver, and then a new color popped up this past time. It's this green, and as soon as I saw the green, I knew I needed to make it a St. Patrick rosary. Now it's a little harder. I think the bead might be exactly a 1.5 millimeter. So it's been a little bit hard to get through there, but it's worth the look. I'm willing to work for it.
And the bead and the cord is not really green. It's more of a teal. That's not...
It's a forest green, Mom. That's a forest green.
Not what you... Maybe with glasses it is, yeah.
No, I'm looking over my glasses.
That's not forest green.
Pretty sure it's a forest green. It's a bit of a darker green. And then you've got these nice...
They're beautiful.
They're these really nice green beads. And it's shiny in the center, but it's got this kind of like burnished quality on the edges. And then you have the St. Patrick medal. So it's very St. Patrick-y. I thought at first it was a St. Nicholas centerpiece, and I got all excited. You know, I was going to do like, oh, we'll do St. Nicholas one for Christmas, and I don't have it, and I can't find St. Nicholas. I'll do a better search for him later. But this was perfect for St. Patrick. And if I like the way it turns out, which I know I will, I'll probably pick up more St. Patrick centerpieces in the future if people like it. But it's kind of different from... This is my first one with something other than the multicolor or the silver or the black. It's a little bit off of what my other ones are. So I'm really excited about this one. It's really pretty. I hope you guys can get the impression of the beads against the string. Let me put this back in here. And this is a 10 millimeter bead. And it's hematite.
It really does make a difference what light. Sometimes it looks more teal, sometimes it looks more blue, sometimes it looks more green. So there's, it's very pretty regardless of what color it actually is, but it's very, very pretty.
So,
and definitely St. Patrick-y.
Yes, it is. And I mean, these beads have a very slight tint of blue on the very edges, but it's mostly
that's what gives it the tealish color.
Yeah. Didn't start this one. Let me throw these ones that I already started, and oh, not that one. That one needs to be going off. There we go. I have to make sure I don't put the finished ones in there because I need to pack these up to send them off. Where's the other one? This one.
Oh, I meant to say that we got a very nice little Christmas card from Brittany and Company.
Yes, beautiful Christmas card.
Beautiful family
One of those
picture.
family picture
Love
Christmas
it.
cards.
Love
Thank
it.
you so much, Brittany.
It's hanging up with our other cards, Brittany. Love it.
So, as sort of a reward after working through a couple frustrating just only frustrating because I had trouble getting the string through a couple of beads for the last two rosaries I've been working. Yeah, I almost got my little tool stuck in there. I know not to get those particular wood beads again. I must have been just trying them out for the first time. But this is a Pope John Paul II rosary. And I have coming in, he has a particular crucifix that's associated with him. And I have that coming in to be on the crucifix for this rosary. So it's this really deep, like it's blood red.
It's beautiful.
And it's a really nice cord. It's a sturdy cord, but it's very smooth. It's very easy and nice to work with. It's not like the satiny one, which will like unravel. Because I've tried picking at it. I've tried like pulling it apart with my nails to make sure it's sturdy, and it is sturdy. But it's still softer than my normal cord. It does make a bigger knot. I'm going to show you the knot again. In comparison to my other ones. But it's still a very nice cord. And I have actually a lot of this. I think I got this one. Gosh, this one might have been... I have several sources. I'm not sure what sources was from. And then this one here is the red Infant of Prague. Same cord as Pope John Paul II. I'm a little bit farther in it, mostly because I'm half afraid that someone else is going to order one in a different color. I do have one other Infant of Prague that's not taken up. I can't get any more right now. They don't have enough of them. I had to wait till they restock. But if this continues to be popular, I'm going to have to stock them because I have enough of I have quite a bit of their crucifixes because I snagged them because they were going out of stock for those. I need more
edition.
Yeah, they're limited edition.
I'm glad that Sharon got hers.
Maybe because I picked up so many, they'll restock them. But this is a beautiful little centerpiece.
It depends if they're still available.
Yeah. And in the back it has the Sacred Heart of Jesus. So it's absolutely beautiful. I love this blood red with it. And it's kind of like a reward for fighting through the green to get that really pretty green effect. Which is worth it. It's worth the look of the St. Patrick Rosary to have to fight the beads a little bit.
And it's not like the other one where you just couldn't get it through.
Right. It can be challenging, but I can eventually get it through after like wrestling, yelling at it a little bit. If it was a little bigger, I'd kick it, you know, that kind of thing. But that's it for beads and string.
Okay. Now what?
Usually it's stash enhancement at that point.
Okay, let me just finish my stitch here. So you guys know you'll be seeing Surabelle's next week because, darn it, I am working on it.
I am going to show, while you're doing that, something that we already showed a second ago.
Wait. Okay.
Just this.
Yeah, I know.
This is my Charles Dickens. This is brand new.
And I got a refill of my, before we knew they only did refills, my national
Or that
cards.
they could do it anyway.
Yeah. So that's that one. And then
it just means you have a nice tin.
Yeah. We also, I'll just put another name on it.
Yeah.
We also had Plum Deluxe, lest you think that we...
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Have...
So, let's do the one you gave me first.
Okay, that's this one.
So,
Santa Blend.
What's in it is, it says Cozy Up in Some PJs by the Twinkle Lights. That's very, what are the British called? Fairy lights.
Fairy lights, yeah.
Which I think is just so sweet.
I like that, yeah.
Which means when I hear a story that's calling them fairy lights, I know it's British.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just British. I don't think we say that here in the States at all. I've never heard it in the States.
I don't know.
But anyway, Twinkle Lights. I'm not sure where regionally Twinkle Lights is. I mean, he's in Oregon. Because we don't call them Twinkle Lights. We just call them Christmas lights. So what do you call the Christmas lights? We call them Christmas lights. Some people apparently call them twinkle lights. Other people call them fairy lights. So what do you call them? Also, what do you call...
Blinking lights.
The garland that goes around the tree. I call it tinsel. And
but that's not tinsel. It's
But
garland.
a lot of people call them tinsel. What do you call
tinsel
them?
is that stuff you throw on the
you
tree.
See, there was something else that Dan called it. Mm-hmm. The ones that you throw on the tree.
And I've heard that too, that term as well.
And I can't remember what it was. And that made more sense to me because it's like, well, that makes sense. You're throwing it on the tree. And I can't remember what he called it. It made a lot more sense. So what do you guys call the tinsel you throw on the tree and the tinsel you wrap around? Like the one that looks like a tinsely boa. Like I call that tinsel. My dad calls it tinsel. My sister calls it tinsel. Mom and sister said it's garland.
Daddy calls it garland too.
He's called it tinsel.
When I talked to him about it later, he agreed that it was garland.
So Dad flips back and forth. Mm-hmm. But I got it from somewhere because that would have been, it probably got it from Dad.
Because garland is all stuck together.
So, what do you guys call it? But anyway, going on with Santa Blend Herbal Tea. It's got green rubios, red currant, beetroot, cinnamon, blackberry leaf, lemongrass, malva flower, blueberry essence, no caffeine. It's probably going to be a nice sweet tea. Mm-hmm. I'm going to have this at night, tonight. I usually try to plan things so I can have a nighttime tea with my... medicine and my praying at the Liturgy of the Hours. It's something that I'm just trying to develop, so I make these little, hopefully keep myself awake during my night prayers. If I make it like something that I look forward to my little tea, maybe I'll make more effort to stay awake. I know with fatigue you can't always change that, but.
And I also got in Plum Deluxe, I have this and I know I like it, so I got some more. It's Spicy Caramel Apple Herbal Tea, and this is steeped in the nourishment of the harvest. All organic cinnamon chips, apple pieces, Rubio's tea, ginger root, cardamom, orange peel, calendula, natural caramel essence, love, gratitude, no caffeine. And then with the little sample was caramel snickerdoodle dessert.
Well, you know you like that.
So I haven't had it yet.
Oh, you haven't? Mm-hmm. Well, you might have to make one of the little cups because this is one of the 1 teaspoons.
Yeah.
Because I have a little 1 teaspoon one too.
I think I have a small one like this. Otherwise, I might be able to put them together.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Now, this is maple pecan black tea. I feel like I might have some of this. Maybe I can. I'll have to see. And this is black tea, oolong tea, pecan pieces, apple pieces, cinnamon chip, cardamom, clove, safflower, maple syrup extract, love and gratitude. Has caffeine. Refreshing, invigorating, nourishing. So this is one of the Little Palm Deluxe samples. This is my tea of the month. I think I have one more after this, and I think in February I have my subscription go on a pause, 6-month pause. Hopefully I'll have disability by the time that finishes, so then I can restart.
Yeah, if any of you guys like to pray about something, or, you know, just pray about it, it'd be nice if you could pray that she gets her disability.
Yeah, because that'd be really nice.
If you feel called to do that.
But the tea of the month is actually sounds really excellent. I can't wait to try this. It's Plum Deluxe, and it's spiced chocolate orange black tea. Sip and feel festive.
Yay.
And the only reason why this isn't going to be had tonight is because there's caffeine in it. This is black tea, cinnamon, ginger, cocoa nibs, orange peel, chocolate sliced orange essences, love and gratitude. And I get this feeling, you guys know those chocolate oranges?
I love
It's
those.
chocolate shaped like an orange, if you don't have it in your country. And it's
cut in pieces.
well, it's all in one piece initially, and you have to crack it against something.
You
and
do?
then yes,
I
you
thought
do.
just-
No, you crack the bottom.
Okay, I don't remember doing
Yeah,
that.
there's milk chocolate and there's dark chocolate, and there's orange flavoring within the chocolate. I probably can't have it anymore because I bet the dark chocolate still has.
You'd have to check. Yeah.
It wasn't on the list of safe.
All right. Yeah. Well, it might be something that's so niche that maybe it isn't.
But yeah, you crack the bottom. I know it's in England because Dan really likes them. Although he says they've gone down quality. I haven't noticed. But you crack the bottom and then they come apart in orange slices. Orange
Now,
slices.
do they only have the orange? Do they have another flavor?
No, because it's meant to be oranges.
I know I've had the orange. They're good.
Yeah.
And I think I've had the dark chocolate with the orange.
That's my favorite one. And then my last bit of stash enhancement. This is something that's been a month in the coming because
Yeah.
for some reason the Etsy seller is only an hour away, and she sent it out right away.
She's good.
She's good. I gave her a nice review. But with USPS being so overwhelmed, it got stuck between here and an hour away in Virginia for almost a month. And then it got sent to the town next to us, missent there, and then finally got sent here. So it took about a month for it to get to me.
I'm glad you said something, because I have to say something about nitpicks when we're done.
Okay, so they look small, but these hair sticks are actually the perfect size for what my hair is right now. I'm wearing 2 in here right now, and it's really sturdy.
They're really pretty.
They are really pretty. They're nice and simple. It gives me some options. I like the forks. I like these sticks. My wood sticks right now are a little bit too long for the way my hair is. The ones that was picked up by Maryland Sheep Wool that I showed the other day. They're about that much longer.
About 9 inches.
Yeah, they are about 9 inches. They might be 8 inches at lowest, but I think they're 9 inches. Whereas these are at most, I think they're 5 inches.
Yeah, 5 or 6 inches. Yeah.
So these are the smallest ones I could find, and this is what works for my hair right now because I don't have a lot of hair, and this is perfect just for when you don't have a lot of hair. If you only want to pull back a part of your hair, it's really sturdy. It doesn't hurt. I've fallen asleep because I fall asleep frequently, just like randomly. I've fallen asleep with them on. They don't come out. They don't hurt you. Whatever. So yes, I highly recommend it because I've got a sensitive head. If these work for me, and all I've got a French braid done straight down. My hair is about shoulder length. And done straight down, and I flip it up, shove 2 of these in here, and that's all I need to hold up my hair. I don't even have an elastic. So, highly recommend. Her shop is, hold on, let me just look it up really quickly for you guys, because I think that is important. If something comes late, it's not because of her. She's really good about sending stuff out in time. We just had an issue with...
I had the same issue with one of my Virginia-based suppliers who sent, and it didn't get rerouted as much as Taya's did, but it came. But it was somewhere floating in between here and 2 or 3 hours away.
So this is Bargain Bling Jewelry, and it's all one word, and they're on Etsy. And they have like a lot of hair sticks. They have jewelry things, hair forks, pendants, that kind of thing. So there's a lot in here. Highly recommend them. They have amazing prices too.
Okay. Now, what I was talking about nitpicks was I had ordered some stuff from them, and the order came in. I'm like, wow, this is short, and they gave me a couple of things that I didn't ask for. So I called them, and Nitpicks is fabulous. They let me keep what I didn't order, and they refunded me with no problem. And they said, because we don't have any stuff that you ordered, which is probably why I didn't get it in the first place.
Right.
They didn't have all of it. So they must have just kind of, when they were going through that, oh, this is it, and they pulled it. So I had the 3 extra skeins, I think it was, that they gave me. They let me keep it, and they refunded me, and they were very sweet, no problems, no nothing. The refund came in like within 3 or 4 business days, I think.
Nice.
And I just wanted to give Nitpicks a little bit of a
shout out
plug there, because I consider them kind of they're bigger.
Yeah.
And sometimes you feel like you get lost in the bigger. But no, they were very, very good. They said, do you want to, have us hold the money until it comes in? Do you want us to give it back? And I said, well, you know what? When is it coming in? She said, well, we don't know exactly. I said, just give me the money back. And they let me keep the extra skeins. And we've talked about how we feel customer service like that is important, regardless of the size. Keeping the skeins, they're not getting that that money back.
No.
It's just, I paid for that, but
they already refunded you for the
They refunded me for everything. So
yeah. So it really was out of their pocket.
So, Nitpicks.
And I know it's a big business, and presumably they can afford that, but customer service means a lot.
Customer service, I've come across so many people that aren't nice with customer service that I think it's important to give them a shout out that they reacted the way they did. They let me keep the stuff that...
Well, it's up there with Westchester Spinners.
Yeah, Westchester Spinners and Madeline Tosh.
That's right. You had the same experience with Matt Tosh.
With Matt Tosh. So I put up with a lot of things for stores and things like that if they have good customer service.
Right.
I won't put up with idiocy.
No, but it might make you be more inclined to purchase from them than someone else if you like their materials.
Right. And so, yeah, just kind of FYI for you guys, Nitpicks really did a phenomenal job. And I know sometimes people like Nitpicks get kind of dinged for various things, but they deserve kudos for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we doing now? The shops?
Yes. So for me, my shop, there will be the fun mitts will be coming out Christmas Eve. Maybe a little bit before, depending on if I'm afraid I'll forget it on Christmas Eve.
Possibility.
I got pictures, improved pictures for it. It started off as a Patreon pattern with Patreon votes. We agreed that 6 months after a pattern has been a Patreon only pattern, it can then be available for others to purchase. So it will be going up in the foot mitts, which I don't have here with me. They're the ones that I made in Bling and that I made Mom in Captain America. Those,
which I wear all the time. They're
very comfy. The pattern will be going up on Etsy and Lovecrafts somewhere around Christmas Eve, so you guys can have it for Christmas. And there are Christmas themed pictures for it because we have Christmas decorations up and it's fun. And there's red and there's green in those mitts because that's what Bling happened to be. So yeah, I am excited about that. Probably will not have any new patterns enter testing before the end of the year. Probably won't be before the end of the year. But considering the fact that I released like 30 some patterns this year, I think it's been 30 patterns.
Wow.
I've released a lot of patterns this year. Because all the knit patterns are brand new. And I've equaled what I had for crochet patterns. So I think it's 30 patterns.
Cool.
So I'm taking it slow for the rest of the year. I want to finish my Advent cowl. I do have other patterns that are in the works that will be jumping back in full bore for next year, but nothing new for the shop other than the fun mitts. Probably before the end of the year.
Okay. Excuse me. I was really happy to see that Stephanie got her fade kit. I call it a fade kit. I guess you would call it that, right? It's a neutral kind of a neutral kit. It goes like from a silver gray all the way to a kind of a very kind of a blue gray. And she posted a picture on Instagram, so I was really happy that she liked it. It's a 5 skein set. I've got another one downstairs drying that I haven't quite decided if I'm going to be selling as a kit, so you can make like a fade shawl or fingering weight sweater or something like that, because it's all finger weight yarn, which means you've got you know, what, 400 times 5 is 2,000 yards, I think, and then you've got the extra 60 or whatever is plus yards. So you've got a lot of yardage if you wanted to make something fingering weight in that kind of a fade.
Right.
But so I haven't decided yet if I want to put that in as a set or
Put your thoughts in the comments. Would you be interested in something like that as a set? Or would you prefer to maybe have the individual colors available to you? A lot of times sets are a little bit less expensive than buying each yarn individually, because usually there's some sort of... for one thing, you don't have the shipping added on for each. I mean, I guess there is shipping. It is less expensive.
I pay for the shipping. If they get the set, I pay for the shipping. So
that's right.
So yeah, so just
I feel like usually buying something in a set is less expensive than buying each individual to make your own set.
It can be. And this one's a little different because the silver one that I made up is on a sparkle base. So hers was not on a sparkle base because she didn't request it on a sparkle base, but this one is. And then I have two, and I've got a mini set in that. It's got 5 20-gram minis. 5 20-gram minis.
I want mimis.
And they are, I think they're fingering sock minis. Yes, because I originally got them for face pattern. So there's like...
Aren't you glad I taught you to do that
5,
instead?
It's about 4, it's about a skein of yarn. Is that right?
Oh,
20, 40, 60, 80. Yeah, it's about, because you have 100 grams.
I'm just reaching over for my water. Actually,
So,
has my straw in it.
it's the same set as the big one. And that will be going as a set. I like the set. I want to do maybe a DK set for myself. And then I'm going to be dyeing up yarn as I go. You know, I don't know how much new yarn will be going up before Christmas. These two hopefully will, that I'm going to show you in a second. And those downstairs hopefully will. Whether it's as a set or if it's as a single. But this one, Davina named. This is a new colorway. It's called Visions of Sugar Plums.
I kind of have a feeling
I put sugar plums. I forgot to put visions on this one. This is Visions of Sugar Plums. And it's kind of a purpley pink or pinky purple. I'm not sure how you would say. It's Visions of Sugar Plums. And Davina named it. When I asked her, I said, what does it remind you of? I guess it's more of a purple. It's more of a purple than a pink. And this goes from kind of purples, pinks to a very pale whitish color, which to me gives the idea of sugar. And it's really pretty. So I have 2 of these, and these are fingering sock. So these will be going in the shop as soon as I can get pictures taken. Actually, I got pictures taken, I think. These are already in the shop.
Oh, are they? Okay.
These are already in the shop because they went up on Instagram.
Oh, yeah, they did.
So there are 2 of these, and I'm hoping to get the other ones up pretty soon, but I'm not pushing myself for anything over much for before Christmas because I haven't started my baking yet really in any, not that I'm going to be doing a lot because we're not doing the thing around the neighborhood really, so with COVID.
Right.
So
and then around the house, for one thing, 3 of us are doing calorie counting. And then also there's so many limits on what I can have for cookies and stuff. So
yeah, excuse me,
just dietary with the gluten-free, dairy-free.
I do try to adjust as much as I can for her. I'm going to be doing the adjusted pineapple upside down cake for baby Jesus' birthday cake this year, but it's going to be in individual muffins.
Yeah, little cupcakes.
No, not little. They're jumbo.
They're jumbo, yeah.
So we'll be having those. But usually we have angel food cake, but I can't adjust that for Talia. So we're going to have the pineapple upside down cake. But anyway, so just keep an eye on the shop. I don't know how much I will have going in aside from what I showed. And that's going to be also kind of iffy. Let me know if you're interested in the bigger kit that I have the one set already done up with. And I do have the smaller one also. So that, I think I'm going to call it like the Winter Fade or something like that. It's very cool colors. And you saw it last week when Ty put the insert. It's those colors.
Yeah.
Okay. And it might be slightly different from that just based on the dyeing. But it's basically those colors.
I did a good job putting on the insert, right, guys?
Yes. Okay. So I think that's all we have for the shop.
Yes. So that usually leads us on to reading.
Right. for reading, well, reading and writing.
Yes.
I did write on the shared story, so I'm moving along on that, and there's no super rush on it, but I'd like to get it to her.
We've been talking a little bit more about it, which has
Yes.
been good. We try to have, if I feel up to it, a daily tea time. Usually that's when I make my rosaries. And it gets me out of my room, helps me stay up a little bit more, and also it makes up for some of the lost time we had when I really wasn't able to.
And Davina knows that we have that time for tea because she has her time with Daddy to do whatever she wants to do. She'll even say to me, "You can leave now, Mom."
Yeah, usually it's their Teen Titans show.
Teen Titans, or it's for a while they were playing Yahtzee,
But until
the machine broke.
Although now that was able to work, so I don't know if their Yahtzee will still work or if
Yeah.
it's still broken.
I don't know. So, but anyway,
I've only played Halo on there.
so when we do that, I might knit, or I might put packages together, or whatever. And we'll talk about the story or other things.
Sometimes it's completely business related. It all
Right.
depends on what's going on.
It depends. But the point is that we get a time every day where we can do that.
Which is nice.
Right. So I've got the shared. I am writing on that. I finished reading Letters from Father Christmas by J.R.R. Tolkien, which was really good. It was his letters that he wrote to the children as Santa Claus. Let me finish.
Okay.
And then I also finished Queen by Timothy Zahn.
I just want to say something about that book.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I got it
Yeah.
because I forget.
Okay, so to reference back to the Tolkien book, it might still be on sale. It's a significant sale. It's either $1.99 or 99 cents.
It was $1.99, I think.
Um,
I got it for free because I had credits.
Right, but it's normally about, I think it was like $20 or something like that normally. If you can pick it up, it's in the same Tolkien style. He is writing, I guess for a while the tradition wasn't, and I actually listened to the thing on Christmas letters in the Christmas Tradition podcast, and it used to be not that kids wrote to Santa, sorry, hair's like bothering me, but that Santa would write to kids and tell them to behave themselves and this, that, and the other thing. So I'm not sure if that was the tradition at the time Tolkien was, or if that was just something he
But I got the impression they were writing back and forth. He kept saying that they were writing back and forth.
And eventually kids did start writing back and forth. So I think that he might have just started that tradition for his own family of the writing back and forth. Maybe the old tradition of Santa writing letters might have been very old.
Yeah, we might have to research that. But
anyway, Tolkien would, from the time his oldest son was 3 till the time that his youngest child, his daughter, got too old to write letters to Santa Claus.
So I'm thinking maybe 18 or something.
I'm not even sure if it was that old.
I think it was because they seemed to go all the way through high school with them.
They did 20 years. It was about 20 year span, which means to me that, especially since he references the war.
Yeah, she might have been about 16. I think they probably stopped around, because it was 1943 was the last day.
Yeah.
Last year.
And I know that one of the wars, he was actually in the trenches and stuff. So I wonder if that means that he was sometimes writing letters
from the trenches.
Which is a very interesting idea to me. But check it out. He starts out with initially 2 characters, Santa and a polar bear, and then the cast grows.
And you see references that where he's influenced by his other books, his Hobbit and things like. And it's really good, and he puts his original artwork in there.
Yes,
so
some of it's good. Some of it is passable.
Well, you got to remember he's doing polar bear's drawing.
That's not all of it's polar bear though.
No, I said the ones that are passable are polar bear. But anyway, it's good. It's and then of course I've started Christmas Carol because I wanted to read that every year and I don't always remember, so I'm reading that because I have to see that Marley's dead as a doornail, not a coffin nail.
So I also read the Tolkien one. I was the one who actually, it came up on my Kindle recommended, and I told Mom about it. We both started reading it. I finished mine as well, and I'm also reading Christmas Carol, and I have a few. I want to read a book that I have on Christmas traditions.
Well, my husband's reading
Christmas
Christmas.
stories.
My husband's reading Christmas Carol as well.
He finished Christmas Carol.
Oh, did he finish it? Oh, that's right. He's reading Noel. You said that.
Batman Noel.
Yeah, Batman Noel. So we're all reading that. I'm still reading. We're doing our Advent Rejoice Daily Prayer 2021 and Consecration to St. Joseph, and I have Mother Teresa's little book that I'm reading. So we've got a lot going on reading wise.
Yeah. I mean, I don't read as quickly through the non-religious books because the religious books are the ones that are
they're
priority.
They're priority. They're also the ones that we're doing right now for the most part are kind of in sections.
Yeah.
So we read day by day, and that's we'll be losing Consecration to St. Joseph on the Feast of the Holy Family.
Yeah.
Because it'll be done. But
and then we'll be losing the Advent book.
Yes.
Christmas. So.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be. I have to look and see. If
it might be through the.
It might be through the Christmas.
Through Epiphany.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I'm not sure. I didn't look that far
Well,
back.
it used to be called Twelfth Night. If you are interested in some Christmas history, it used to be called Twelfth Night or Little Christmas.
Right. Okay, so that takes care of that. I think that's it. Do we have any life stuff?
Maybe just a little bit.
All right. Before we get into life stuff, the Patreon stuff will be altered a little bit this time for the next 2 weeks because of the holidays.
So with the Patreon, what's going to be happening is, someone had asked me if it was the same time. Yes, same time. It'll be 10:30 Christmas Eve and 10:30 New Year's Eve. 10:30 Christmas Eve is the Zoom.
Right, and that's Thursday.
That is a Thursday.
Thursday.
They're both Thursdays, I believe.
Yes.
And then 10:30 New Year's Eve is the live.
And the podcast remains on Saturday, so that's not an issue. That doesn't change unless something comes up.
Right. So, because initially we were going to do the live on New Year's itself, but some people do celebrate New Year's.
They stay up late.
And stay up late. So, it's just better. And also, I had forgotten that we do have some family traditions with New Year's. I haven't taken as much part of them lately, so I kind of forgot about it. Also, last year I was not able to.
So that's the changes for that. Now, if you don't want to hear any of the live stuff, it's not very long, but if you would prefer not to, we're going to say goodbye to you now and wish you a very happy happy and blessed rest of your Advent and a wonderful blessed Christmas. And we will hope to see you back here for the Fun in the Woman Cave next week. For those of you who are staying, we're going to give them a little bit of a chance to leave. I'm watching the clock up there. And I think that's enough time. Okay.
Okay, so, I mean, it's really minor stuff. We had snow.
Yes, we had lots of snow.
So, we think it's about 9 inches. It's probably starting to melt now, but we're supposed to get, like, snow, like, a little bit on and off. Very little, I think, next week. So I'm hoping at least some of the snow will stay for Christmas.
Yeah, my husband's happy because at least he has some snow, because we don't get a lot of snow at Christmas usually, except for the 1 year or 2 years that we had to walk to church because there was snow.
Well, 1 year we had to walk to church, and the other year we weren't able to go to church because there was so much...
Not for Christmas. It wasn't for Christmas.
Okay, maybe it was in February or something.
Yeah.
I know we got a huge dumping. It was around my birthday.
Yeah.
It was around my birthday in January. So,
it was ice and snow and cold.
Because the bishop actually told people to stay home.
We got calls on the telephone. You know, they had like an automated call that would say, "Don't go to church if you can't. If it's dangerous, just stay home."
Yeah, so
they closed the parishes.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
I think they did just to make sure people weren't trying to come out in dangerous weather. But now, I mean, we had a lot of snow, but nothing near what that was. That year, my car got buried. My Honda Civic.
It was deep. It was icy. We walked to church for midnight mass. Everybody's walking. It was really beautiful.
That's a different year.
Yeah, it was really beautiful. Yeah. Well, that's what I thought you were talking about.
No, I'm talking about the year that my Honda Civic got buried. That was the year that we were told not to go to church.
Yeah.
Different year. But anyway,
So anyway, we got 9 inches of snow.
We got about 9 inches of snow, so it's a nice amount of snow. Enough to make everybody happy. It did set I'm very weather sensitive, so I did physically not have a great week because of it, but it was worth it because I do like snow.
It was pretty. And everybody was home because my husband is on vacation and my daughter doesn't work anymore, so I didn't have to worry about anything. I prayed for everybody who had to be going out and about, but I could actually enjoy the snow because I wasn't worried about people that I love being out on the highways and byways.
So, it was nice to have the snow. It's very beautiful. Also, just a little milestone for me. Yesterday was my exactly a year since I had neurosurgery. So it's been very good. I've definitely had certain symptoms improve. So that's been amazing. It's nice not to have presyncope. And for those who are not aware of presyncope is, that's the feeling that you're going to faint. Syncope is the actual fainting. So I used to have frequent presyncope. And also vertigo. And
you still get vertigo though.
No, vertigo is the room spinning. I get lightheadedness and some dizziness, but I don't get it's almost completely stopped. The vertigo where the entire room will
Right.
spin and I won't know
That's
what's
a
up or
horrible
down.
feeling, yeah.
It's terrifying. The first time I had it happen, I was in a patient's room. And I had to call another nurse to come get me. I scared the heck out of the patient. He was talking about it for like the next 24 hours. I was still working ICU at that point. But yeah, I don't really get vertigo anymore. And the presyncope's gone. So those are, and the nausea and vomiting is gone. I still get nausea, but I don't get the vomiting anymore. So I'm very happy about those symptoms improvements. Yes, my migraines have come to the forefront. I think that maybe the neurosurgery kind of pushed them to the forefront. But I will take that over the presyncope and the vertigo. Yes, it can be incredibly painful, but I will take that over that. Neuropathy's worse, but I have medicine that's helping. I have medicine that's helping the migraines, even though it's, it doesn't take them away for either of them. Still get lightheadedness and stuff, but it's
been better.
It's been better. I still can't work, but I at least...
Well, you can live now instead of exist.
Yeah.
So,
So even though there are still definitely most days I have at least some level of my debilitating symptoms, it's better. It really is. So
yeah. And we're getting up on 2 hours, so let's...
yes. So I just wanted to celebrate that with you guys because 1 year post-surgery, big deal. There has been a lot of improvements, and I get to enjoy this Christmas not being immediately post-surgery.
So we want to wish you all a very blessed Christmas. I think we will see people who are Patreons before Christmas, but
Yes, we will.
The rest of you we won't see until after Christmas. So we want to wish you a very blessed, if you celebrate, a very blessed, happy Christmas.
If you're trying to get your last minute Christmas knitting in, I hope you get it all done in
Yes.
time. If not, 12th night.
Yep.
Give it on
And every once in a while,
Epiphany.
it's nice to get a late gift. So,
Yeah.
So we wish you a very blessed, safe Christmas. For those of you who don't celebrate, we wish you the very, very best, the blessed end of year and New Year. Although we'll be able to say Happy New Year later.
Yeah.
We do want to thank the people who comment on YouTube and on our PHN site. If I miss anybody, it's because I didn't see you, because you weren't there when I put my show notes together. So Brittany, Looney Hiker, Steph, Wendy, who is MacGyver, Wombat of Doom 53, Emma, Pat, Stephanie. Thank you very, very much for your comments. We really appreciate them. And we hope to see you back here next week for the Fun in the Woman Cave. Wish you a very blessed everything.
And we'll see you, whichever patrons are able to show up for Zoom, we'll see you on Thursday.
Okay? So this is the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 433, and that's a wrap.
Bye.
Bye.